Hello everyone! Welcome back to Confidential Killings. Little late start to the stream today. I had a lot of stuff I had to sort out in real life that was like important stuff that that took priority over streaming, like extreme priority. But I'm still here to do the stream. Is that a good idea? Who knows? I don't know. A little part of me was like, do I just cancel stream today? Should I do that? And in the end, I was like, no, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Because I want to finish this game. This game has been so interesting so far, and I want to finish it. But yes, late start. But it's okay, because, like, the clocks changed in the US anyway, right? So it was already gonna be off anyway. What's another 40 minutes? It's fine. But welcome in, everybody. Let me go through the list. Also, apologies if I'm a bit low energy today. It's because I am. But I always am. That's not a surprise, is it? Where do we go? Suzume, congratulations on the first. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for your stamp. AFK, thank you for stamping. And for the contribution to the SingStar mic challenge. What are we on with that now? It's too high. It's already almost halfway there. In 3 streams, I really undersold this. I should have made this so much higher than I did. I made a mistake. Thank you for the stamp, Bree. Thank you for the stamp. Hello, and for the backseating message. Thank you very much. Alphonse, lovely to see you. Thank you for the stamp. Have a lovely lurk. Or, I mean, if you want to chat, you can too, but I presume you will lurk. Sunken Shell, thank you for the contribution and the stamp. Welcome in. Chuny Flow, hello. Lovely to see you. It's honestly, it's so nice, like, just hearing the sound of the stamps. I'm so glad I added a sound effect to it, because I wasn't going to begin with. I was just gonna have, like, the image of the stamp, then I was like, no, it needs a sound. And then I couldn't find any sounds that were right, so I was like, search for, clicky stamp, and somehow I found this sound. And it's really satisfying. It's like I'm really stamping it on the screen. It's a lot of fun. Mix, thank you for the stamp. Welcome, welcome. Jukta, lovely to see you. Hello. Thank you for the delayed 8. Busy looking at women kissing. Yeah, that's understandable. Get back to your own stream. But welcome in. And Narava, thank you for the check-in stamp as well. Welcome, welcome. I love it so much. Wait, can I like get a check-in on my own stream? I can. Look at that. It's such a satisfying sound. It's got like the proper. You can imagine the exact stamper that is stamping it down. Oh, Suzume, I must admit, it has been so long since I played Kindred Spirits. Like, it has been a gazillion million number of years. And I don't remember all the details. I just remember, like, some of the characters I liked. I need to play it again, honestly. I need to refresh my memory, probably. But thank you for the daily check-in for myself. Thank you for the 4 stamps. The other 3 were me testing the redeem. It's so funny that it still adds to the total, even when I test it. I kind of love that. It's pretty beautiful. It means I can get as many stamps as I want by just testing it. I mean, I could do that right now if I wanted. I could just, like, fully, like, full scammer mode, just give myself a million stamps. I mean, I could just manually edit the amount too. I don't even have to do the manual stamping for it. I have the power in my hands. What am I on about? But yes, today is some more confidential killing. We got some detective puzzle times. And I'm excited for it. I'm really excited to see where this keeps going. Because so far, all of the crimes have been covered up, and they all seem to be linked in some way. Like, all of these characters have things to do with each other. And it's extremely suspicious, and I want to know who Kay is. I'm still not suspicious. I'm still suspicious of the actress whose name is, like, KK, like her initials. Even though she's like, oh, I got this note too, I feel like that would be very easy to plant, in a way. And I don't know, I just got a feeling. We'll see if my detective hunch is correct or not. But let's continue from where we left off last time. We just finished the radio case. Oh yeah, this was the police station thing. Yeah, here. I thought that would give me something else if I clicked on it, but apparently not. I hope that's not gonna like mess up all of my stuff like it did last time I clicked out of a thing. It's probably fine. Let's see what the next location is. I have a feeling that what's his face, the guy who did the radio show who left to go and see if Katie's safe. I think he's gonna be either dead or about to die. And I think it's gonna be his body we find here. Because we already know that someone was planning to kill him at the radio station. That guy's life is in severe danger right now. You sure you want to go on to the next case? I am. I know I clicked the other thing by accident, but I do. The Venus Disco. Oh! Panic at the Disco. Oh wow, the music here. What do we got here? The young man is lying on the floor, and a puddle of blood, a knife sticking from his chest. Cosmopolitan magazine, assignment type photography, assigned person Grayson Davis, location and time Disco Venus. I think this is Grayson Davis. It's been a whole week since I saw who he was, so I could be wrong, but I would not be surprised if this was Grayson Davis. Also, Akire, hello! Thank you for the stamp. Welcome, welcome. Also, has nobody redeemed a hydrate yet? Do I have to do that myself too? I mean, I will. There we go. Let me open this up. I know it is a little late to be having a can of Monster, but also, whatever. Here we go. Notes from editor. We all know this is just a publicity stunt, both for the discotheque and Stainwith's production, but it doesn't matter to our readers. They just want to see big stars enjoying their perfect lives in the most exclusive disco in the city. Take photos of the chaos that's going on there, the debased costumes and all that. You know as well as I what our readers want. P.S. No spirits, stick to beer. We don't want another roll of photos taken with the lens cover on. Has that happened before, Grayson Davis? Oh, thank you for the posture check too. I'll have a big stretch. I'll have a roll of my shoulders too. Ooh, you're about to already have the menu open. I saved your points for you. You're welcome. I think, how many is it? It's like 10 points, right? It's 20 points. Yeah, I saved you 20 points. You're welcome. Right, so it sounds like they're like... They want to like stage chaos, like it's a publicity stunt. Like things are maybe gonna go wrong on purpose. Here's the camera. A professional camera with multiple lenses. The film inside is half used. Oh, well, never mind. I didn't save you any points now. You wasted 1,000 instead. There they go. There they go. It's okay. The abyss is sated now. We are safe. We are safe. We're free. A big wad of banknotes. This guy liked to carry big sums on him. Certainly more than a photographer can earn. And here's your payment, you dirty leech. Be happy that my husband doesn't know I'm protecting him from people like you, because if he discovered that, he would fucking kill you. You and your disgusting magazine have ruined his reputation enough. Don't think you can get more money than this from me. How much do you think a secondary actress is paid? Hope you die soon. That's so nice. Yeah. Secondary actress. Which one would this be? It could be any of them. It could be the first thing I think of is what's her name? The one who's married to like the rock star on TV. I wonder if there's something going on with him. Something like that. I guess maybe we'll see a magazine at some point and we'll be able to figure it out. I've already forgotten so much from last week. I wish I could have just done like a marathon stream where I play through the whole game in one go, because then I don't have to worry about forgetting parts. Grayson Davis, do whatever you want with those photos of yours. Troy already... Yeah, it is. It's exactly what I thought. Troy already knows about them and how I was tricked into taking them by con artists without scruples. That's how it works in this business, and everyone knows it, except young kids eager to prove themselves, dreaming of seeing themselves on the big screen. You want to publish those photos? Do it. It certainly won't hurt my relationship with Troy, which is clearly what you're aiming at with your scare tactics. But be sure to watch your back if you decide to publish them. I was underage in those photos, and I'm not sure the police will appreciate that. Oh God, okay. Oh boy, all right. So what's the timing on these letters? Was this the first one and then he actually did it? And then she ended up paying anyway because, like, things came out. And he was like, I can do so much worse than that, give me some money. Whoa. Right, we've got some photos here too. Okay, photo here pointing at the bar. I recognize you. Pointing at each other. Yeah, I recognize this lot. I've forgotten all of the names. This is going to be so bad. And then here, girls dancing on the stage. I see that I'm icy, beep beep. I hate that I'm so aware of how often I say icy now. Yeah, that's a picture and a half. Is she pulling her top up? Is that what's happening here? Interesting photos. Huh, okay. What's over here? Piles of gays on the table, of course. This drug is now everywhere. Isn't that great? What is this? A curly red wig is lying on the floor next to the dancer's spot. Ooh. So one of the dancers is wearing a wig. Interesting. Or someone else was wearing a wig. Needn't be one of the dancers. Right, hello. I stayed on the balcony the whole time. Oh yeah, this was a radio station guy. Stayed on the balcony the whole time. Frank here can testify to that. What happened on the dance floor? Who knows? From up here, they all look like ants scurrying around. Yeah, I don't believe you. This is the this is the guy who tried to kill the other one. I'm pretty sure. I've forgotten his name. Mike. Yeah, Mikey the lackey, always ready to lick his master's boots and do his bidding. You avoided justice once, don't think you can do it twice. Comeuppance is coming for you and your master. From a friend. And that's going to be to do with the blackmail that was just like, you need to deal with your DJ. So the master's going to be like the chief of... Was it the chief of police? I think it was. I think it was the chief of police. And then he's just doing what the chief of police says because of... Obviously, like, he avoided justice once. He's probably indebted to the chief, who's very good at covering crimes up illegally. If you succeed this time, there'll be huge rewards waiting for you. Failure is not an option. Okay, so yeah, this is trying to take out the same guy again. Was it David was his name? Millens, something Millens. I think it was David. Began with a D, I'm pretty sure. I'm so bad with names. Yeah, so this is Mike, who's like the manager of the radio station. And this is Frank, who has the radio show that's got really bad ratings. Mike and I were in this booth all night, choosing tracks and keeping the set running. I was so focused, I didn't see a thing. That's going to be used as a camera focus thing, I bet. What do we got here? Top 10. Oh, My Shirley, The Gambits. Mean Girls, Fanny Winter. Am I Sexy or What? Rob Assistant. Separated, Apples and Pears. I Will Die, The Defeats. In the Army, Town Folks. Too Much Hell, Geese and Bees. Glassy Eyes, Mr. Hook, Don't Call Me Brunette, and Away and Lonesome by Troy Dixon. There, as per contract with the record companies, play at least 5 of these tonight. I put an asterisk on my suggestions. This is what was in the studio before. Intended for what's his face? The asshole DJ who was the really popular one who died. This was the stuff that he was meant to play. So I guess Frank's got a good deal out of this. He gets the good show now. I'm sure everyone loves that. And Shogun, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the stamp. Welcome, welcome. I'm having so much fun with this. I started it last week, and I'm hopefully going to finish it this week. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. Hey, Frankie boy, your career is certainly improving since Jakizzy died. Yeah, Jakizzy, that's the name. I forgot his name because it doesn't sound real. I mean, it might not be. It feels like a stage name, which would make sense. You've got his job, and you're even playing at the disco in his plays. I shot these... I shot these pictures of you fighting with him at the radio station. They might not convince the police, but I'm sure they're good enough for the sensationalist press. You can have them for a prize. Oh, everyone's being blackmailed. Oh my god, wait. Was that this one? No, because that's his husband. No, and that's completely different. Those are not from him, but yeah, he's got a blackmail message too. And that's clearly also from Grayson Davis. He's just running around blackmailing everyone. What the heck? And then the bracelet from... I've forgotten her name, the sweet one who's really out of her depth. The intern who keeps messing everything up. Oh, I've forgotten her name. I'm so bad with names. Evelyn! Thank you, game, for reminding me. I'm so proud of you for this disco gig. Show them who's the best DJ in town. See you at the station tomorrow. Love, Evelyn. Evelyn, I feel so bad for her. She's like, at first I was like, oh, she's just like a rich girl with connections who doesn't care about her job. And then I learnt more about her, and I think she's just that unfortunate. She's trying her best, but she just kind of can't do it. I feel bad for her. She seems sweet. Yeah, there's the piles of gays. Talk to these two. Oh, what do we got here? A glass with a drop of liquid left in it. A faint chemical smell comes from it. It was poisoned. Oh. And here, a man is slumped on the table. It makes sense why someone might have thought he was sleeping. Oh, he's dead. I knew it. I knew it. He's dead. Dennis, that was the name. Not David, it was a different D name. Yeah, he's dead. I thought he would be. I was like, it's either going to be a situation where he's in trouble or he is the dead one. And what do you know? Both of them are dead. Yay. Cosmopolitan magazine. Assignment type reportage. Personnel, Dennis Miller, journalist, Grayson Davis, photographer. Location and time, Disco Venus, 25th of March. Assignment, special night at Disco Venus, organized for adaptation of successful play Sabotaging and Seducing into movie. They're doing a movie of it? Reports about VIPs there, especially those involved in the play and future actors on movie. Interviews with cast and crew are appointed. See back of paper for list and instructions. Also, P.S. Do me a favor and keep an eye on Grayson. I don't trust that kid. There have been complaints about him in the past. Yeah, you shouldn't trust him. Well, you don't have to trust him anymore. He's dead. Whew. Dennis, don't go there. It's a trap. They already tried once. One failure won't stop them. I know these people. They're ruthless. They tried to kill me, too. I'm your friend in this. We share the same objective, showing the truth to everyone. I already revealed a lot to you, and I put my trust in you. This is not something I do lightly. Heed my advice and stay away from that disco. Kenneth, we've got a name. Hold on. We've got a K name. Oh, has that been... I don't think there's been a Kenneth. I don't know who Kenneth is. Whoa, okay. Whoa. New York Police Department, 1952. File on Roman Lipko. Roman Lipko, 1928, born in New York from a family of immigrants. 1931, death of his father due to health issues related to alcoholism. 37 to 50, reported for several incidents requiring police intervention, no arrest. Mari, hello. Thank you for the stamp. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Oh, baby. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. 1950, arrested. Avoids prison by getting enrolled in the army. 1952, dies in the Korean War, closed casket military funeral. He's not dead. Find Roman Lipko and you'll have solved the mystery. Why did he disappear? Where is he now? I can only give you crumbs. You have to fill the blanks in yourself to believe it. Powerful players are involved. Who is Roman Lipko? Ooh. This is throwing something completely new out. I did not have like a thought of like someone having a false identity in all this. Except maybe, what was his face up the top? Mark? I don't remember. Who changed his name. Oh, that's... Oh, you found out so much more than you should have, didn't you? He was onto so many things. This is wild. This is like the one guy who was like actually chasing up all of the information, and now he's dead. At least I presume he's dead. There's an empty glass with poison and he is not moving on the table. So, it hasn't said that he's dead yet. It just says he's slumped on the table and it makes sense why someone might have thought he was sleeping. He could be unconscious. He could still be alive. Just in a really bad state. I don't know. He's probably dead. But I can keep hoping. Right, let's see what the bartender has to say. Hello. I didn't move from this counter. I don't know what happened. You try keeping track of anything with the loud music, the moving lights, and all of these junkies. This job is hard enough without police interrogations, alright? What do we got here? Cocktail list for VIPs. Remember, our VIPs don't have to ask for their drink. They need to have it ready when they arrive at the bar. Memorize this list. Jeffrey Stainwitz, only whiskey. Troy Dixon, the Harvey Wallbanger. Penelope Marshall, Pina Colada. Katie Keller, Green Hornet, Mike Alvarez, the Grasshopper. Martha Hart, the Brandy Alexander. Henry Marshall, don't serve him alcohol, yep. And Tobias Hobbs, the Harvey Wallbanger. Dennis Miller, the Tom Collins. I see, added another list to the VIP drinks. Is that what killed him? Manager is Jeffrey Donnelly. I wonder who the manager is then. I don't think the bartender's going to be the manager. Unless they're really short-staffed. Jeffrey Donnelly. Although, I don't know. Some managers do have, like, bar shifts as well, but... I don't know. He's just complaining. I feel like if he was the manager, he'd be a bit more... he'd have more things to say. I don't know. Police report. No, his name is Peter Decker. What the heck? That's a lot of charges and arrests. Drug dealing, aggravated assault, resisting arrest, aggravated assault, attempted robbery. Whoa. Look what my cop friend dug up in the records, Peter. Or should I call you by your new fancy name, Zachary Pierce? Okay, so he's going by Zachary Pierce now. Have we heard Pierce before as a name? I'm second-guessing everything. I don't know. Also, Zariad, hello! It is indeed Kat. Hello. I know you are Zariad, because you are Zariad. Hello! Happy Sunday. Oh, also happy International Women's Day, everyone, as well. I'm a woman. I realize it's already Monday in some time zones, but this is okay. It's okay, it still counts. I wonder what my old friend Jeff would say, having hired a criminal without knowing it. He'd send you straight back to the slammer for identity theft. But don't worry, we can bury the evidence. For a favor. You'll find my instructions in the trash bin in the corridor. Make sure you destroy them. We'll protect you after that. I'm a woman. I know. I'm so sorry to break it to you. It's my best kept secret, clearly. It's something that I'm very good at hiding, but the truth come out. Lirie is woman. I love women. I love women. Hee hee. Not that anyone would ever know that about me. Smiles into the camera. Looks at the LGBT tag on the stream. It's all good. Right, so there's 2 doors back, and there's also a police officer here as well. Most of the people were so drugged or drunk, we sent them to the police station. We lined up the ones who were still coherent in the corridors. One of them must have stabbed him. Okay, so they're all going to be in the corridor at the back. We also have a police-issued 38. So I'm guessing this is going to be the corridor around the back, where all the suspects are. Let's see what we got. Oh, hi! Is this the same thing? Oh, there's a lot of people here. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Here we go. Hi. Hi. I have to be honest, if you think back on it, the signs were all there. Yeah, it's a very, very well kept secret, I think. Yeah, not like the L is highlighted in the description or anything. Hee. It's a secret. A secret I am sharing with everyone. You are welcome. You are part of the cool secret having knowledge group now. I was checking on that new dancer, the blondie who always makes a mess. I didn't notice the dead guys until people started screaming. I don't care if a drug addict OD'd or whatever happened. I have a business to run. Wow, you're so rude. Oh, hello. Is there any reason why Junkie Amanda is getting paid 6 times more than the other dancers for the same job? Especially when she spends half of her time snorting gaze, which I happen to accidentally photograph with my camera. Maybe there's something else behind all her trips to your office. None of my business, but the press loves a good scandal. Maybe a businessman like you would like to discuss the matter. This is going to be Jeffrey then, isn't it? This is going to be Jeffrey, the manager of the place, because he's talking about, like, I have a business to run. And he's probably also got a thing going on with the dancer called Amanda. Interesting. Yeah, here we go. Jeff, how the hell can it be a breach of contract if the guy is freaking dead? The contract says, and I quote, Radio Alpha Omega will ensure the presence of one of their DJs for the evening. Does it say Jakizzy anywhere? No, feel free to check. So Fab Frank it is. Not like we can do anything different, can we? Unless you take a shovel and get Jakizzy out of his grave. Kind regards, etc. I love just the etc. Like, just to say, like, this is not kind regards. Just so you know, there are no kind regards here. Oh no. Evelyn, copy this on the typewriter and don't send the draft like the last time, for the love of God. Another stupid mistake like that and you're out. I don't give a shit about your politician uncle. When we aired his interview, it got the lowest ratings ever. And she sent this. She sent this to him, the draft. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, that's really funny. Is she actually just this bad at her job, or did she do that on purpose? Because honestly, if I was being talked to like that, I would just send this out on purpose. That's pretty great. Wages. Female dancers. Amanda Adams, $74 an hour. Megan Hawkins, $14 an hour. Sophia Smith, $10 per hour as long as on trial. Oh. Okay. Male dancers all at $14 per hour as per contract. Barman, Zachary Pierce, $1.12 per hour plus tips. That's so low. I'm still like, I need to remember the fact that this is in the US and this is like a normal thing for like jobs with tips to be this low, because seeing this just like hurts my soul. It doesn't seem fair. It's not fair, but we're not getting into that. DJ area. Jakizzy Kunta, $20 per hour. No, they're stuck with Frank Gaines now, and they're only paying him $14 an hour. They're like, you're no Jakizzy, get out of here. And then there's a blackmail message from probably, already forgotten his name, Grayson. Blackmail letter, but he just scrunched it up in a ball. He does not care. He does not give a crap about that. And why would that be? Is that because he stabbed him so he knows he doesn't have to worry about it? Or does he just really not care? Much to think about. Hey! Hey, Jeremy? I think it's Jeremy. I haven't even set foot in the club. Are you crazy? I hate those places, and this PR stunt is stupid. Sorry to hear about Dennis. He was nosy, but always gave good ratings to my shows. We got Cosmopuritan here! Everyone is mourning the tragic death of DJ Jakizzy. Turn to page 29 for heartfelt testimonials from his closest friends. A new star has arrived. Rebecca Simpson came out of nowhere right at the top of our playlist. Her story on page 9. Henry Marshall is at it again, slave to the bottle while his career is on the line. Alcoholism is no joke. I don't think the hotel situation went well for him. Well, we did see him literally with an entire bottle of champagne, so... And then Mercury in retrograde. Astrologer reveals what this ominous shift means for your favorite stars on page 14. Woof. What else have we got here? Limsap, hello! Welcome! Hello, happy Sunday! Welcome in. Thank you for the stamp! I got a teal one. I love the stamp sound every time it plays. And thank you for the contribution. We're officially over halfway on the SingStar karaoke now. I put that amount way too low. I need to make a note of this for the future. This 100k is not enough. 100k is not enough points. Even with the limits for each stream, it is still way too low. Oh, it's incredible. It's been literally 3 streams and it's already 55k. It's so high. 57k, never mind. There's so many. We've raised so many. It's way more than halfway. I don't know when I'm going to be doing this karaoke, but I better start planning it, eh? Oh boy. Oh, I didn't mean to click out the window. Oops. Right, I'm also going to have some more Monster because I can. That is for me. My dear friend Jeffrey, despite all the setbacks and problems, I was certain I could count on you to make the play a success. You expressed worries about Katie Keller's nervous breakdowns, but worry not. We're taking care of her and she'll be in top shape soon. She's the new big star we need, instrumental in rebuilding our destroyed reputation after all the incidents. Tonight's disco is just a small annoyance you'll have to bear for the sake of the press. My doctor ordered me to stay home. My heart condition simply doesn't allow me to go out anymore. Also, guess who is going back to Hollywood to show everyone that he's still the best producer in cinema? You, my friend. Yours, Dominic. Dominic, was that Dominic Fraser? Like the from the very first case? I think it might be. I think Dominic was Dominic Fraser, the dad of like the drug dealer from the first case in the game, who's very close with the police chief, and also with Jeffrey because they were working on the thing together. Yeah. So there, you're saying you didn't even set foot in the club, but then this is like, I'm sorry, you have to go to the disco. Teehee. From the Jaws of Defeat, the movie based on the autobiography of war hero Dominic Fraser wins 6 Oscars. Whoa. Both the producer, Jeffrey Stainwitz, and the author were present at the ceremony. Dominic Fraser, the veteran who conquered America's heart with his tales of bravery. If I'd forgotten, if I had forgotten, at least this would have reminded me, but I'm glad I did remember. I'm proud of myself. I usually can't remember things from like 5 minutes ago. Viewers simply have too many points for stuff like this. Sitting at over 80k while only ever making it to Sunday streams. That's so many. And see, I thought I was doing such a good job of having loads of like expensive point redeems to make people waste them on like silly sounds. I've not been doing a good enough job, clearly. I need to add more things to waste points on. But yeah, I thought it wouldn't be this fast because of the fact that everyone is limited to 2,000 points each per stream. I didn't consider the fact that it doesn't take many people to max that out. It's stuff to know for next time. Also, I was talking with Xander too, and I think we have our PS2, but the power cable is kind of dodgy on it. So if I want to try and like actually stream from the PS2, Xander said he's gonna have a look at it because he's like, at the time we had no idea, but he knows a bit more about technology now, so he might be able to fix it. Because it is just a loose connection thing, like the power supply wobbles when it's in. Either that, or like I will set up the PS2 and have it like so precariously perfect and be like, we do not touch this now. It is working in this position, and we do not move it from that position. But I think we can make it work with like the actual PS2, like plugging it into the PS2 and having me sing Star and do it through that, which would be very good to do. I'll have to like investigate more, but I'd really like to just play SingStar. It'd be funny. It'd be an unarchived stream because of all the copyright stuff, but it would be very fun. Either that or it could be a Discord stream. Much to think about. Much to think about. Anyway, look at this old article I found in my archive at home. Our first big collaborations, and we're still friends after all these years. I see many more movies in your future, Jeffrey. You and me working in Hollywood again. It'll be like old times. Dominic. Ooh. And then here we got the cigars. Yep, a box of fine cigars. Right, well, either way here, he's saying he didn't set foot in the club. I feel like I might have seen him on one of the Polaroid pictures, but I don't remember. We can check afterwards. This person's being, like, guarded by a police officer. Ooh, hello. I found this guy trying to slip inside without an invitation. No documents on him, but by frisking him, I found these flight tickets that I held onto. Alright, so you've got your police issue gun. And also, oh, this is Kenneth? Kenneth Cleveland. With a boarding pass from Los Angeles to Mexico City. Ooh. April 12th. That's still a little way away. It's still only March, I'm pretty sure. In the game. So that's still a couple weeks out. So you're Kenneth? Whoa, hi. Let me inside. I'm here to meet a person. It's a matter of life or death. Oh no, he came to try and save Dennis. Oh. A small wooden stamp. The letter K enclosed in a C is engraved on the bottom. I didn't even realize it was like 2 letters. But of course it is. Of course it is. It's the Kenneth Cleveland. Oh my goodness. It's his full name as the stamp. Hi. Hello, how are you? A ring with the initials TD engraved on it. Hi Martha, how are you doing? I was trying to stop Troy. I don't know what happened to him on that tour. He has changed. It's probably either the Ad Astra cult or the gays, or both. Combination of both. But what did Troy do then? Trying to stop him? Stop him from doing what? The dance floor? Are you kidding me? I've been in the back reviewing some documents. Discos aren't for me. I'm getting on in years. Howdy, partner. Here we go. Esteemed Mr. Hobbs. We have noticed some peculiarities in the revenue split between you and Mr. Dixon, and we would like confirmation that everything is as intended. As highlighted in the attached document, it appears that the split from Dixon's European tour is 65% towards Tobias Hobbs, 5% for expenses to be refunded to Tobias Hobbs, and 30% to Troy Dixon. That's a really low cut. That's a really low cut. This appears to be highly unusual. Usually the percentages are 10 to 25% to the manager, the rest to the musician. At Fiscal Frontiers, we were wondering if there has been a typo or a mistake made while writing the contract. That is so suspicious. The artist getting 30% and then 70% to the manager and expenses. Yeah, that sounds suspicious. There's something going on. It's of course it's Ad Astra. Well, we know it was because Troy is the one who keeps sending the letters to Martha being like, this Nordic cult is so great, honey, you should join, and she's just throwing them away every time. Dear Mr. Hobbs, we would like to express our deepest congratulations on your recent successes. You have shaped Mr. Dixon from a timid young kid to an international star. We are glad to announce that your request for a higher position inside the center has been accepted. Expect a convocation soon. We will be in contact by phone. Your contribution as a creator of stars is deeply appreciated. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Yikes. Big yikes. Remember Mrs. Cat, or is it Ms. Cat? Love, money, and power. Those are the 3 most popular motives for crime. Yeah, they really are. Love, money, power. And revenge. Revenge is also a very big one. Da-da-da. With that, you mean you never remember the difference between Mrs. and Miss? I think, like, the main difference is, like, Mrs. is, like, for married women. And then Miss or Ms. is... Or, like, Miss is for, like, not married. Mrs. is for married. And then Ms. is just, like, a kind of vague, could be either kind of thing if you don't want to disclose. Personally, I like Ms. I like to be Ms. Lirie. I like Ms. Lirie. This is not just any Lirie. This is an M&S Lirie. God, no, I wish. But yeah, this is so bad. This Ad Astra Center is... Everything about it is just like, oh, it's just so nice. We're just helping people become stars. But it's so, like... What are they doing to make them stars? It's like... The split of the money being like, well, I will make you a star if you give me, like, all of your money. And then it's like a pyramid scheme. It's like, okay, you hire more people. You find people who are, like, maybe having a mental breakdown. You shape them into a star. Like, you brainwash them into, like, being completely compliant. And then you take all of their money from their earnings, and then you get higher in the center? Is that how this works? Because they talked about Katie Keller too, and Katie was like having like nervous breakdowns all the time, but they're like shaping her into a star. And here they're saying Troy was a timid young kid, and now he's a star. What are they doing to people? What are they doing? I don't like it. It really does just feel like a cult. It's horrible. Like the wonderful Miss Lirie. I can be wonderful. M&M's Lirie? Wait, I want M&M's now. I can be M&M's Lirie. Before we go down the other corridor, I want to look through here. Oh, she's yelling at the manager. No, that's not the manager. That's going to be Troy, isn't it? He got a little hat on. I wonder if he's in the other hallway. Is she yelling about, like, the contract or something? You're just, like, stood there listening. There's the dancers. There, you're watching what's going on. Oh, what is that you're pouring in? Wait, actually, that's a really suspicious looking flask. That doesn't look like a normal drinks bottle. That looks very specifically wrong. That's interesting. You're like demanding your drink, I guess. Whatever's going on there. That's interesting. I didn't even like take that in before. I was just like, yeah, that's probably normal, right? Huh. No, that is you. No, that is the manager she's yelling at. Yeah, she's yelling at the manager here, who said he was in the back the whole time. You were in the back reviewing documents, then how the hell was is there the photo of her yelling at you? People are lying. There's a bin here. What's in here? A metallic trash bin. It's almost full. A small empty bottle with an unusual shape was thrown in the bin. The traces of liquid left in the bottom smell faintly of chemicals. I wonder what that is. Oh, it is a mystery. I'm so glad I looked at the Polaroids now. Isn't that suspicious? Incredible. I thought there might be notes in here, but this is even better. What do we got here? I was always dancing. I didn't move from the disco floor. The bar? Why would I want to go to the bar? I'm in rehab. I'm clean. Well, we saw the picture. We saw the picture of him, like, ordering at the bar. Or trying to order, and the bartender, like, not having any of it. And he's got a flask, a small flask of alcohol. Yeah, you're clean. You're sober, I see. Ugh. So rereading the pinned message. Always want to be careful about backseating. The not backseating also applies to I've noticed something, correct? Yeah, it's if you're like, oh, I spotted something, that does count as backseating if it's something that I haven't noticed. So that's the kind of thing where, like, wait until I've pointed it out, and then you can be in chat like, oh, I noticed that too. But otherwise, if a thing is pointed out to me and it's something that I haven't noticed yet or found, then it takes away my opportunity to find that myself, which is sad. It did happen last stream, but it'll be okay. Here we go. Dear Henry. Henry the alcoholic from the Ad Astra Center. We understand that your wife has forced you to join Alcoholics Help, but it's the wrong move. Oh my god! If you have any problems, come to us and we'll solve them together like we always do. We're a big family here. Reach for the stars and become one. Oh no, that is so culty. That's really bad. That's really bad, yeah. He's not clean at all. He was trying to order at the bar and he's got a hip flask full of alcohol. This is so bad. You notice that I'm a very cool cat. I'm not sure about that. Thank you. Just double checking to make sure. Yeah, it's always best to double check. I'm never mad at people for like asking or clarifying. Like, I'd always much rather clarify than have something be unclear and then have a mistake made of it. I've still got like the community challenge thing open. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see how close to completion it is. Go away. Right. Hi. Is that the journalist who's lying dead on the table? I admit I didn't like the magazine he wrote for, but he seemed like an alright guy. Mrs. Marshall, we must express our regret over your recent misguided attempt to cure your husband's so-called alcoholism by seeking outside help. We made him the successful actor he is, and he knows where his real family is. For the love of your husband, we implore you to leave his recovery to us. Interferences will only make his condition worse. The direction of Ad Astra. Oh my god. So that's Penelope. That's Henry. Hi. Okay, I was at the table with the drugs, but I couldn't even take a hit. My girlfriend stopped me and started arguing with me and my manager. But maybe she was right. This is Troy! This is Troy! This is Troy. A ring with the initials MH for Martha Hart. And then she's got the Troy ring. That's really sweet, actually. They have rings with each other's initials. Oh, wait, what's this? A small box containing a diamond ring. Inside is an inscription, Martha. Oh, he wants to propose. Oh. Oh. Maybe she was right. She was right. She was right. Please get away from Ad Astra. It's not good for you, buddy. Troy, be wary of the people who surround you and act like your friends. And here we've got the KC as well. Yeah. Dear Troy, what a pleasure it is for us to have you as one of our members. We have been following your unstoppable ascent as a singer, and it has made us so proud. People like you are what make Ad Astra so successful. Your story will help others find their hidden potential. You are invited to join us in 2 weeks on Monday the 2nd for a celebration of your successes. Your manager will also be there. Again, the most heartfelt congratulations from the Ad Astra family. It might not be the best time to propose. Maybe not quite now. Maybe not right now in this very moment. I can see his reasoning though. It's like, especially with the Ad Astra stuff and how he's now potentially been brainwashed into like being like, okay, I'm successful now. Because from the letters from him before, he was like, once I'm successful, we can get married. And he had that as like his baseline of success. It's like, if we can just earn enough money and be successful, we can marry. So then in his head, he's going to be like, I'm successful now. I'm doing it. I'm a star. I'm famous. We can get married now. Completely ignoring anything else involved. What can I forgive more easily? A bad mystery with great characters or a great mystery with bad characters? I'm honestly, so long as there's one or the other, I'm okay. Like, I don't mind if a mystery is, like, maybe not so mysterious and a bit bland if the story is still interesting and the characters are still, like, enjoyable enough to want to know what's going on with them. But also, like, I can deal with characters being, like, a bit one-dimensional if the actual plot is really interesting and there's, like, a lot of directions to go in, things to figure out. So, like, I don't really, like, have a preference either way for that. My preference would be for a great mystery with great characters, though. Just personally. But yeah, I feel like I can, like, excuse either, in either way. So long as there's something that makes it interesting, that's what I'm here for. And then this is gonna be the 3 dancers? Hello. Look, I was just dancing, doing my job. If I keep working near the speaker like this, I'll go deaf before I'm 30. Right, you've got a little bit of gaze on you, and I'm guessing you're the one who had the wig on too, that is on the dance floor. And then here we've got, I'm the new dancer here, so they gave me the worst spot. I couldn't see a thing. And no important Hollywood agent could notice me either. So this is going to be Amanda with a cheap red lipstick. And here, as if this job isn't tiring enough, now we're getting the 3rd degree from the police? A small purse containing a few dollars. Right. So you're doing drugs and dancing near the speaker. You have a small coin purse with some dollars in. And you are the new dancer here, which is... I'm pretty sure the new one was Amanda. Let me see, where was the list? It's the manager who has the list. This one, yeah. So yeah, $10 per hour as long as on trial. Which one's gonna be on trial? What else was this? Yeah, no, that's the Radio Alpha thing. Oh wait, no, it was also the blackmail letter. Blackmail letter. Yeah. Junkie Amanda being paid 6 times more than the others, spends half her time snorting gaze. So maybe you're Amanda then. You were just dancing, doing your job, yeah, but also doing drugs. And so then the other 2 are these. You're the new dancer, they gave you the worst spot. Towering enough, 3rd degree from the police. Is that because you have a record, maybe? Or you're on trial? Interesting. Right, so we've got all the words now. It's just a matter of figuring out who did this and why. Because there's a lot of people who would want these people dead. Like, we can probably assume that here, Mark is going to be the one who was doing this. Oh, wait, was it Mike? Mike. Different M name. Mike and Mark, it's close. So, yeah, you said you were in the booth all night, but you were focused, so I bet you wouldn't have noticed if he slipped out at some point to pass some poison to the bar and then slip back. But here, if you succeed this time, there'll be huge rewards waiting for you. So he's probably the one who gave the poison. Oh wait, because the red text here, Dennis Miller, Tom Collins. This is the pen that Mike always uses to add all his notes to things. This is the pen he uses. He uses the red pen. So he's the one who added this. And it could have been like, okay, here's the VIP list. Dennis is a new one. He likes this specific drink. Here it is, and gives him the poison. Or like a poisoned version of the drink. And like the bartender might not have even realized. Oh yeah, you'll find my instructions in the trash bin in the corner. Make sure you destroy them. We'll protect you after that. Yeah. So it's like, I will bury the evidence of your past police report if you just do this one thing for me. And that's going to be... We don't have the instructions because he did actually destroy them. But we do have the bottle he gave. So yeah, this was, he blackmailed him into serving the poisoned drink. And that's how he died. So now we just need to figure out who did the stabbing. Who did the stabbing? We know it's not going to be Kenneth because I'm pretty sure he just got caught trying to sneak in. He got caught trying to slip inside, so he didn't get to do anything once he was inside. Over here. Yeah, this is all just the stuff, like... I think this is more stuff to remember who these people are. And then here, she was trying to stop Troy. You were on the dance floor, you liar. But I don't see why you'd have a reason to do any stabbing. However, you are being blackmailed with both an inappropriate work relationship and drugs. So it is possible. Right, this is the argument here. This is Martha, Troy, and the manager. We can rule these out, I think, as being involved in the murders. They have their own little thing going on, which sucks. It's a bad thing. He's just there like, what's he even doing? Oh, he's trying, I think it's like he's trying to like take the drugs and she's like stopping him. Right, there's the dancers on stage. Yeah, you got the worst position. You can't see anything back there, can you? Right, so you're at the front, you're at the side, you're at the back. Over here. The knife! Oh my god, I didn't even spot that before. She has the knife. She has a knife. He's doing the poison. She has a knife. She has the knife. It's there. She has it. And there he's being an alcoholic trying to get served and not being served. Okay, that's not even important. Oh, she has the knife. There it is. There it is. That's what you spotted, I see. I spotted it. I finally found it. I found it. It's okay. See, wasn't that so worth it, though? Because you get the moment of joy of me discovering that myself. Oh, and that makes perfect sense. Because if he's like, because she's the one in trouble here as well. She's getting paid more whilst doing drugs. And they're threatening like a big scandal over it. If he told her about it, and then she's just like, I was just dancing, doing my job, whatever. Just dancing, and that's why your wig came off. I see. She did the stabbing. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it, everyone. Let's do this. Right, so you're Amanda's... Oh, something. I need to, like, remember the names now. This is a Grayson Davis. I'm going to do the names I know first and then go back to find the others. This one is Dennis Miller. Miller, yep. Which one's right? This is Troy. Troy, what was your name again? I don't remember Troy's surname, I'll look it up. This is Penelope. And this is Henry. And I've forgotten their surname. Was it like Marshall? Marshall, that's their surname. Grayson. It's definitely his name. This is Jeffrey Stainwitz. This is Martha Hart. This is Kenneth Cleveland. Oh, I need to like figure out the rest of these now. Oh wait, yeah, this is Mike Alvarez. Frank Gaines. I'm remembering. This is the manager, so this is Jeffrey something. This is... Should I do like the current name of Zachary Pierce? Yeah, not the old name. He changed his name now. I've forgotten Jeffrey's surname. All the rest of these, I've forgotten the rest of the names, so... Here we go, that's just Jeff. Here we go. Amanda Adams, Megan Hawkins, and Sophia Smith. So we got Amanda Adams is you. So then it's the other two. Oh wait, because it says $10 per hour as long as on trial, so she's going to be the newest one, right? So she's going to be the newest. So Sophia Smith is the blonde one. So this is Sophia Smith, and then the other one is Megan Hawkins. Hey. And now I just need Jeffrey's surname and the rest of this. What's your name again? Mr. Hobbs. Tobias Hobbs and Troy Dixon. Fabulous. Tobias Hobbs, Troy Dixon, and it's Jeffrey's surname. Jeffrey Donnelly. Yay! I've got them all. See, I wish there was a way I could just have like the character names without the rest of this, because sometimes I want to fill them in without seeing the reconstruction stuff, but I'll just do it this way. It's not a problem. A Panic at the Disco. A something at the disco, under the influence of something, fatally stabbed the photographer. Already forgotten his name, Grayson. What's his name? Grayson, where are you? Oh, Grayson Davis. I'm so bad with names. There we go. A dancer at the disco. Amanda Adams. Under the influence of the drug gaze, fatally stabbed the photographer Grayson Davis. Shortly after, the body of journalist Dennis Miller was discovered slumped across a table, already dead. He had consumed a drink that had been poisoned by the barman, whose name is Zachary Pierce, acting on the orders of Mike Alvarez, as confirmed by a photo captured earlier by Grayson Davis. Heh. I think we got it. Yeah! We got it! Never trust a Zachary. No, I don't know. I've known Zacharys before, and they've been okay. One journalist is dead for digging too close to the truth. This is so loud, huh? His photographer shared his fate when his blackmail met its match. Dennis Miller didn't escape death a second time. Mike Alvarez won't escape justice this time. Okay, but what if he does? I don't have faith that this won't be just covered up again. Disco Inferno. Complete disco. Let's see what the newspaper says. A rare interview with Clarice Lehman, who has been in seclusion since the death of her son. Her retirement from the stage after her marriage, her life in a wheelchair, her husband's philanthropy. An old photo of Clarice Lehman Fraser. Although the woman appeared lucid and remained as beautiful as she was in her acting days, she refused to have her photo taken. Honestly, that's fair. Jail time for people caught possessing gays, the creative drug? It's a preposterous proposal, intervenes lawyer Gideon Horton. We need to do everything we can to stop this stupid law. People have the power to change this. In this interview, the renowned Gideon Horton of Horton & Horton Legal explains what you can do to change this. Keep bad drugs legal! Ah! Awful newspaper. Oh, talking about people you shouldn't trust. Have you seen edits of Brout with the puffer jacket? I have not. Oh, I need to see that. Oh, honestly, I love Brout so much. Like, the more stuff I see, like, the more memes I see of Brout, the more I'm like, actually, I really love this Pokemon. I think I'm still gonna be a Gekwa girly. Because I love Pombon, but I know a lot of my friends are getting Pombon, so I can Pombon through them. Hehe. Can you send picture as a DM on Discord? Oh, are you in the Discord channel? Because you could send it in the server. There's a channel that's just share things. And you can just post whatever you like in there. If you want to, like, post a thing in the Discord. If you're not, there's a handy link, like, if you want to join. You're welcome to. You don't have to, but if you want to. And that goes for everyone too. It's there's not much posted there, teehee, but there's a lot of cat photos. It's very nice. Yeah. Yeah, imagine picking Pombon. Who would do that? Mari, who's the keeper of the flames. Teehee teehee. Already in it. Yes! Yes, I want to see. I want to see this. I'm so curious now. Distract me from the game. I will finish this tonight. But we can have a moment for Brout. A beautiful Brout moment. Oh my god, that's incredible. Oh my god, this is so good. Hold on, I'm putting this on screen. Everyone deserves to see this. Give me a sec. I got something really, really important to show everyone. Hi. Important. Important things. I feel like he's just gonna like walk up to me and go like, alright, you got a quid for the bus. You got a quid for the bus. Can you go buy me a bottle of Frosty Jacks? They won't serve me. That's so good. Hold on. I'm just gonna stick this in the corner. This is just like gonna be inexplicably there for anyone who joins the stream. Nobody will know why they are there, except for us. He could just sit there now. That's his spot now. Thank you for showing me that. Right, back to the game. Right, on to the next case. I don't know what this is gonna be now. I'm so curious to know what's going to happen. Let's see. Do you remember that UK rapper? Yeah, Big Shaq! 2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3. Quick maths! Man's not cold. He said, put on your jacket. I said, babe, man's not cold. That's exactly what this is. You're right. Except he did put on his jacket. Anyway, this is not what I was expecting. Hello? I mean, I didn't like the Ad Astra Center. I did not expect this. What the heck has happened here? I have to turn the music down. That frequency is killing me. You can be quiet for this one. Oh my goodness, what is going on? A young man lies dead on the reception desk, his head pierced by a bullet. His hand still lies on the silent alarm button. Oh my goodness. The reception desk covered with blood. The silent alarm button at the back isn't pressed. Morning appointments. I hate that frequency. Oh, that's awful. That's horrible. 9:30, daily phone report by the doctor. 10 o'clock, technician control, let him in the employee-only area. 11, Rebecca Simpson, visit with the doctor. Tobias Hobbs, appointment with management. 12, preparation in the guest area for the party. And 12:30, celebration party for Troy Dixon and Tobias Hobbs. So this is was it 2nd of April? This was the celebration party. I might actually have to turn the music off for this level. I can't stand that frequency. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. Oh, but now it's so quiet. Now it's just like the dripping of blood. What do I do? I don't feel like I have any background music that's like ominous enough for this. Or like gentle. No, you know what? Yeah, you're so right. This is really appropriate. This is clearly appropriate. I can't solve anything like that. What do I even have here? None of the music I have feels appropriate for this situation. I feel like the most appropriate thing I have is like Talos Principle music. And it feels kind of bad to be playing this in this kind of situation. Like it's I can't do it. It feels too bad. Well, it's not the music in Root Tree's free. It is, yeah. There's a lot of like free music there. Oh yeah, or like Golden Idol OST. Hold on, I'm sure I have something somewhere. I just have to see where it may be. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna do something quickly. I want to see like what's on Spotify so I don't have to like download stuff. I can just play it. I'm pretty sure the Golden Idol soundtrack is on Spotify. No, I don't want K-pop Demon Hunters. Case of the Golden Idol original game soundtrack. What's this one? Which ones are these? You know what? This one will do. This one will do. Explosive event. It feels quite appropriate, doesn't it? This one will do. This can be the background music for now. I just couldn't deal with the one frequency. Yeah, I feel like the teapot stops making noise after you look around fully, or maybe you got used to it. Maybe. I think this will do for background music for now. I love the Case of the Golden Idol. I love the Golden Idol game so much. Right. Oh, phone? The telephone receiver is still off the hook with the police on the other end. On the police record, it was registered at 11:19. Okay, what was going on at 11? Rebecca visiting the doctor. That's when the call was happened. Rebecca was in with the doctor at this point. Interesting. What's been knocked over here? Some Ad Astra brochures are scattered on the floor. Oh, I just realized the Spotify thing's gonna cover stuff on stream. Let me... Where would be the best place to put this? So there we go, just slightly at the side. Or maybe like top corner. I'll just stick it there. It's just so people know what track is playing if they join and they're like, this doesn't sound like the music from this. I recognize this song. There it is. Popped it in the corner. Boop, boop. Some Ad Astra brochures are scattered on the floor. Ad Astra Center, open your eyes and discover your true self. Welcome to the Ad Astra family. Please make yourself comfortable, visit the guest areas, and feel free to ask questions to our staff. Achieving greatness. If you are visiting our center, it means that you have decided to unlock your inner potential. You have come to the right place. Our famous testimonials can testify that our centers are instrumental in helping people overcome their inner traumas and find themselves. As Dominic Fraser's many books outline, there is a cell of greatness hidden in all of us, yet few of us know how to tap into it. That's where we come in. I feel so stupid right now. Of course Dominic Fraser's going to be the one behind this. We saw all the self-help books in his house. Of course he's behind this. Of course he's related somehow. Of course he is. Two singers you've heard thousands of times on the radio, Troy Dixon and Rebecca Simpson, are part of our family. And our therapy. Through cutting-edge research methods and with the help of top doctors and psychologists from around the world, Ad Astra has developed what we call the ultimate method. What does it consist of? 4 simple points. 1. Removal of past and future strain through psychological interviews designed to overcome trauma. 2. Reliving and learning to exercise past traumas, eliminating depression, fear, uncertainty, and other ailments that are the main cause of failure to achieve personal greatness. Sounding like brainwashing to me. 3. Gaining self-confidence in order to triumph within the world of entertainment, music, or business. Finding the keys to success by opening up an increasingly complex universe. 4. Self-help cures through the works of Dominic Fraser, offered free to our members. His journey from war hero to philanthropist, his methods of unlocking potential. You will also have free access to the vitamins, serums, tonics, and other cutting-edge drugs that pharmaceutical companies have not yet made available, all inspected and tested by the most accredited physicians in the world. Like gays then, huh? Is that the cutting-edge drugs? Is it stemming from here? Of course it is. Of course it is. Helping you see who you really are. It's the creative drug, after all. You too can be a star. Right, what is this? Weekly turns, morning shift. Reception area is Adrian Collins and Bella Fox. And then the afternoon shift is Eli Vargas and Ariana Robbins. So those are going to be the staff members. So I'm guessing you're going to be Adrian Collins then. Because it's still morning. Right, what have we got here? A man in his 30s, motionless on the floor. 2 gun wounds in his body, 1 deadly. A semi-automatic pistol and bullet case lie next to his body. He also has a pack of cigarettes. That's the gun. Gun. The gun is on the floor, still smoking? Huh? Did I literally just walk in here to this? I didn't pay attention to the time on, like, the ticker at the start of the level. Right, and there's more here. There's blood here. Blood splashes against the wall. A puddle of blood on the floor leading to the psychology center door. A bloody handprint on it. So someone got shot and still kept going through there. A young woman lies in a pool of blood, a bullet stuck in her chest. She is dead. Everyone's dead here, huh? Right, well, let's go through to the psychology center. Whoa! There's a trail of blood leading to door number 3. The man dressed in a lab coat lies unconscious on the floor. Oh, he's still alive? A large amount of blood is flowing from a wound on his head. He's still breathing. Mr. Frater, I am writing to request additional personnel to assist me at the center. I believe I am on the verge of significant discoveries. With our earnings increasing, an additional assistant would be of great value and would not pose a financial burden. I understand that the center's chemists are now working for you, following the construction of the new greenhouse and the start of strophantin extraction. However, at the same time, there is no way to proceed with laboratory studies without specialized personnel. For this reason, a letter half written on a sheet of notebook paper. So he never managed to finish writing his request for more personnel. Right. I want to go in here last. Let's go in 1. What's in door number 1? It's a raid! Yuria, hello! Welcome, welcome! Welcome, Bamboozlers! How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome to, hello. A lot of people have died in this building. We're trying to figure out what happened. There's a lot of, if we go out and... Yeah, it's... Yeah. Things are happening. It's... The stuff is going on. But welcome in! Thank you for the raid! I clicked on who to raid, just saw a bunch of dead bodies on the screen. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's nothing to worry about. We're gonna figure it out. Somehow. I'm figuring this out. I'm getting to the bottom of this. But thank you so much for sending the raid this way. To anyone who's new here, hello. I'm Lirie. I'm a pink-haired catgirl from the UK, and I love comfy games and puzzle games, and this is a puzzle game. It's a detective, logical, deductive reasoning kind of game. Not the comfiest game I've ever played. I will say that much. But thank you so much for bringing the raid this way. I really appreciate it. By the way, Yuria, did you see that there's a Verpro audition post? Did you see it? Did you see? It seems like you might fit it, maybe a little bit. Just like mentioning, just in case you haven't noticed it. But thank you for the check-in stamp, thank you for the head pats, and Jonesy Bro, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your time here. Just a little bit. I feel like she might fit it. Like it's really there's quite stringent requirements for the position. Like not anyone could join, but you might fit. The website looks good. Thank you so much. I worked really hard on it. Graphic design is my passion. It was a lot of hard work. A lot of work figuring out which was the hex code for lime green. Really important stuff. I made the cursor myself. Literally made a custom cursor for it. But why? Who knows? I don't know. I hope we can find the missing red panda. I hope so too. I think we can. Maybe. Maybe. Yuria. Hi. Anyway, hi. Yeah, I'm currently playing a detective game called Confidential Killings. I started this last week. I started this last week, and I'm continuing it this week, and this game is so interesting. It is extremely fascinating. Oh, you haven't submitted your audition? Oh, you totally should. Like, if you wanna. Like, if you wanted to. Like, maybe if I ask really, really nicely. Pretty please? It'd be really cool. But no, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. I hope it went well. Hold on, what were you playing? I got distracted. Oh, Fire Emblem! Oh, excellent. I approve of the Fire Embleming. Thank you for the stamp, Myriad. Hello. Welcome, welcome. But I hope the Fire Embleming went well. I hope you had a good time with it. But yes, it's a murder mystery game, which it's basically like you're looking around. It's a point and click game. You look around, you get the information, you figure out by piecing it all together what happened. And so far, we've discovered the causes of so many deaths and murders, and the police keep covering it up because they're corrupt. So we need to get to the bottom of this situation. We need to find out how far down this goes, how far up it goes, and like get to the bottom of this situation, because so far there's been a whole lot of, this person went on holiday. We discovered a bad thing. This person died tragically in an accident. An accidental tragedy, which was accidental, and I'm just here like, these people were killed. They were killed and we know it, we found it. But yeah, I have no idea what happened here though. This one is the most fascinating to me, because this company Ad Astra is like, feels like a cult, like a pyramid scheme cult situation, which finds like insecure young adults and like brainwashes them and gives them drugs to make them superstars. And then the company takes a cut of all of the money that they earn as a superstar. At least that's what it seems like so far. So I was like, this is just like a bad company. This is terrible. And now suddenly everyone here is dead. I don't know what happened. Something went terribly wrong, but everyone seems to have been shot. Except this guy. He's unconscious. He's bleeding a lot, but he's still breathing. And you're alive? Is this gonna be Rebecca Simpson then? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I recognize her. I was in the corridor waiting for the doctor. A man was screaming out of his mind. Then I heard a shot and a woman screamed, then another shot. After that, silence. Then I hear the sound of feet running. 2 other shots, or 3? I was so scared, so I hid in here. The walls are insulated, so I heard nothing else. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you for very quickly hiding. Right, I don't think there's anything else in here. I think it's just her. At least she didn't get shot. Right, what's behind door number 2? It's nothing! What's behind door number 3? Is it a dead body? Oh god, oh, never mind. It is an active situation, I see. What? Hi. Hello. They'd barricaded the room with a table, but I forced my way in. Both were on the floor. The singer looked like he'd fainted. I was checking the old man's pulse when the singer started to rise. I thought he was reaching for his gun. I shot him. Christ, how was I supposed to know it was empty? That's when the woman burst in. Oh my god! You just shoot him? Just like that? What the heck? Yeah, it's definitely more than one. Police badge of David McCart. What have you done, David? Why did you do this? This gun has fired recently. Yeah, he literally just said. What? He started to rise. It looked as though he'd passed out. He started to rise and you just shot him. Why? Why would you do that? A man lies on the floor, a copious amount of blood forming a pool underneath him. He appears to have a bullet wound in the stomach and one in the right leg. He's dead. Troy. No, Troy, he fell in with the wrong crowd. Everything went so wrong. He could have had everything. He could have had everything. But he let Ad Astra suck him in, and now he is dead. When he needn't even be. Itchy trigger finger, what the heck? What the heck? My poor naive Troy. Have you not yet guessed who is stealing all of your money and trying to keep you away from Martha? Maybe you're not surrounded by friends. Maybe I'm the only one you can truly count on. It's so funny, because at the start of this game I was like, whoever's doing this is such an instigator. It's just like making people do crimes and stuff. And now that I'm learning how corrupt everything is, I hate that I read this and I'm like, no, he's got a point. He's got a point, actually. He has a point. He's not surrounded by friends. This place is awful. And then an empty .38 revolver. The grip is slightly cracked and smeared with blood. It was used to strike someone. Oh, so that's the guy who's unconscious in the hallway. I'm guessing whoever shot the gun ran out of bullets, realized as they went to shoot him, and then just, like, knocked him out instead. Ooh. Martha, no. Martha, no. Oh, he proposed. Oh, he proposed as well. He actually gave her the ring. Oh, no. Oh, jeez, that... Ooh. Troy, why? It's all my fault. The policeman wouldn't have come if it weren't for my call. A ring with the initials TD engraved on it. What looks like a wedding ring in its container with the dedication Martha. Oh, he actually gave her the ring. Oh. Max Power, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here. And, oh, letter here. Dear Martha, I have examined Troy's contract thoroughly, and I can assure you that it won't be easy to change managers without resorting to costly legal proceedings. I'm not just saying this as a country solicitor who works on office cases. I've consulted with colleagues in the city who know a lot about this stuff. They all tell me that Tobias Hobbs is well connected and unassailable. Yeah, that adds up. What you said about Troy's change is frightening, and I also think it can be attributed to drugs. But it's impossible to prove the responsibility of his manager or that New Age center you mentioned. You know how much I care about Troy and you. To me, you both remain the naive kids who used to play together in my garden with my son. I'll keep investigating, I promise. Best regards, Tony. Oof. So she was trying to get the contract changed. He got a note saying, you can't... haven't you guessed who's stealing all your money and trying to keep you away from Martha? The manager. What's that? Oh, I just picked up a key? Oh, I haven't done that before. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I guess we're looking at the manager now. The man lies against the wall, dead with a bullet in his stomach. Many small shards of glass are scattered over his head and body. So I guess that was smashed after he was killed? Right, what's going on in here then? Oh, there's cassettes here. They seem to have been recording all the conversations that happen in these rooms. The room is full of recording equipment. Cameras, video recorders, tapes. I want to go back to the tapes after I've looked at everything. So I'm going to look here. Self-help books by Dominic Fraser. Of course it is. Of course it is. I think that's everything. Let's check this out. You fucking leech. I don't care about the stealing, but this is too much. Calm down, boy. You're confused. You're bleeding, for Christ's sake. Let's discuss this like friends. You're no friend of mine. I learned about your dirty tricks to keep me separated from Martha. Where do you think you're going? Gunshot, glass exploding. Oh, so he shot the window. Are you crazy? You could have killed me. Tell me the truth. What's all of this? What did you do to me? So yeah, this is the manager. This is Troy. You're paranoid, Troy. All this pressure, this tension, it's affecting your perception. You said it would help. You said it was for the stress, to help me cope during the tours. Troy, trust me. Give me that gun, I'll help you. I can make all of this disappear. I know powerful people. Help me? You separated me from Martha. You stole my money. How can I trust you? I'm your friend, your only friend. Not like that failed actress of yours who... And then there's the gunshot. Ooh. Ooh, don't call her a failed actress. Don't say you're his only friend. That's... Oh dear. What do we got here? Recording continues. Bangs on the door, door creaks open. Police department? Sounds of something metallic kicked, then footsteps. Sir, can you hear me? This is going to be Martha's call then. Oh no, this is the police officer. Yeah, this is the police entering. Central, 1141. We have 2 men here. One appears to be unconscious. I'm going to check the other. He's badly wounded, gunshot to the chest. He's not responding. You there, don't move. Don't get near that gun. Drop it, now! He's down. I had to shoot him. He was armed. Oh, shit, the weapon was empty. Shit! Troy? Oh god. No, why did I tell you? And then that's Martha. Oh god, great. Well, that's awful. Right, well, I have a key. I guess I can go in the employees only area. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to go there before if I tried. I need the key for it. I see. Then am I see. Killing the doubts within. Mind and body, total control of the mind under stress. Empty your mind, a step-by-step guide to emotional detox. The entire bibliography of Dominic Fraser is here. Well, yeah, this is like his thing, right? It's gotta be. A note is inside. Thanks for subbing for me, man. Tonight's gonna be wild, and there was no way I could face the morning shift. These 2 packs are well earned. Oh no. Okay, so whoever was on the evening shift switched with whoever was on the morning shift. Oh dear. A huge stash of the creative drug. Inside the box are also pills, tablets, and even files. They're doing different forms of gaze now as well. It's not just like the cocaine powder. It's like everything. Vials containing a white liquid. Yep. A binder with a handwritten study. Gaze Drug and Its Effects by Dr. Jacob Byrne. In collaboration with Dr. Aaron Lewis. Study on the drug known as gaze. Report by Dr. Byrne. Day 118 of study. After thorough examinations at the lab, the drug appears to be a tropane alkaloid with strong psychoactive effects. It has a strong influence over mood, perception, cognitive, and behavioral abilities. In layman terms, test subjects who have taken the recommended dose of drug or lower displayed more creativity, see 2.1, see Carlson. Oh, that's the painter. So the painter was like a trial task, I guess. They were more easily influenced by outside sources, see Lehman. That's, oh my god. On his wife? Whoa. This is where the psychology centers can make wonders, changing a patient's perspective when needed with minimum input. So they are brainwashing. I was right. I knew it. Easy acceptance of ideas and concepts once before considered alien before. Oh, they said before twice there. Easily manipulated. Dr. Byrne. Depending on the subject, sometimes a diminished sense of regret or guilt under the influence. Yeah, so it's a brainwashing drug. Dr. Aaron Lewis and Dr. Jacob Byrne. Recommendation. We recommend better training of personnel at the psychology centers, enforcing consistent procedures to maximize the effect of the drug on the body and mind of our patients, in line with the organization's needs. Not the patient's needs. The organization's needs. Because who cares about the patient? You're just brainwashing her. Dangers. If the maximum doses, C3-2, are exceeded, the drug can act as an anticholinergic. Anticholinergic? Most specifically, as a nicotinic antagonist causing paralysis. Oh, so it, doesn't react well with, nicotine? If mixed with other substances in strong doses, it can lead to death. See the case of Jack Potter. That was the guy in the bathtub who did all the drugs at the party. So I guess, the other drugs he took ended up, reacting badly, and that's how he died. Other symptoms include drowsiness, Sea Lemon. Yeah, she's like barely functioning. Delusions of persecution. E Monarch. Ezra Monarch. Hallucinations. F Powell. Psychosis. J Potter. Mood very dependent on constant and sustained drug. Other substances use, including alcohol. H Marshall. Yeah, that's the alcoholic taking drugs. Yeah, it makes sense. And violent outbursts. Right, F Powell. That was Finley Powell. That was like the actor. Hallucinations? I don't remember him having hallucinations, but it's very likely I saw it and just forgot about it, because it's been like a whole week since I saw that guy. Failures. Attempts at chemical synthesis have unfortunately resulted in failures. It appears that for the time being, the only reliable method of obtaining this drug is importation of the plants or the already processed product through the usual channels from Mexico. Successes. On a positive note, we have made huge progress in the creation of more acceptable forms of gaze. Pills, tablets, and some attempts have been made into turning it into liquid form. This will satisfy the request of many of our patients, especially models and actors, who fear that inhalation could damage delicate tissue and leave their careers destroyed. Yeah, I guess if you're like snorting powder the whole time, you're not gonna have the best reputation. Like, it makes sense. The new pills are simple to use. They resemble regular medicine, which will make them much easier to ship to customers. Police inspections will find only what could be easily mistaken for sleeping pills. I see. I say I see so often, and I'm so aware of it now because of my awful brother. Terrible, terrible man. Right, weekly turns. Morning shift, security guard, Josiah Lloyd. Afternoon shift, security guard, Luke Reed. So now we know that they switched shifts. So the security guard out there is actually Luke Reed. Because Josiah Lloyd was, like, off partying because of the... Here. Thanks for subbing for me, man. Unless it's just someone else entirely. Oh, it could be, like, someone else off here. Oh, this is interesting. List and status of the center's important members. So, a little sprout thing is a promising member. A little crown is a special status member. A star is a VIP. And the little triangle is potentially dangerous. Important. Psychological evaluation of our important members is only to be executed by Dr. Byrne. I see. I just said it again. I say it so often. I'm so aware of it now. So the members are Ray Mildred. I remember that name. Patrick Raven is dead. Finley Powell is dead. Ezra Monarch is dead. Bradley Fraser is dead. Mike Alvarez. Not dead, but I guess he got arrested after the stuff that happened before. Like the stuff in the disco. I guess that means he's like not part of the center anymore, so I guess they did get him? Ooh. I see. Wait, I should make that a command. I've got a really good idea for a command, actually. Give me like 2 minutes. Maybe less than. I've had a really good idea for a command now. It's a really good idea. Da-da-da, that is in command group funny. Okay, exclamation point I see whenever I say I see should now work as a command in chat. It worked, yes! I see. icy. Beep beep. It's real now. Also, Sparrow, hello! Welcome, welcome. How many cover-ups? So many. Too many. Way too many cover-ups. I've been solving all of these murders and the police are just like, nah, it was an accident. Covering it up the whole time. Thinking of a counter command. Oh, I could do that. I could do that. I'll set that up for the next stream. That's a little more involved than just like a chat message command. But that would be really good. Like every time you do like the IC command, it does like, I see that I'm IC, beep beep, and it adds one to the counter. And then there will be a command that is for like IC counter, and then it'll be like, she said IC this many times. By the way, did you know on the Friday stream, Xander was counting. Xander was counting how many times I said IC. And so I went downstairs to the kitchen after the stream, like he was cooking the curry and stuff. I went to say hi to him. He just smiled at me and he said 15. And I was just there like, 15 what? 15? What? 15? And then he said, that's how many times he said IC. And that's not including times when it's not on its own. Like, there are more times where I was like, I see what's going on here, or like, I see what's going on. Or like, I see how things are going. And it's just so funny. Didn't he say it on stream? I don't remember, did he? Was it actually on stream that he said it? I don't remember. I didn't think he did. Like, I thought hearing it in the kitchen was the first time. Possibly he did. He might have done. He might have said it like out of context and I just like ignored him. Because I'm really good at doing that. It's what he deserves. But I don't know. But yeah, I should have a counter. It'd be really good. Right, anyway, we've got the list of members here. And Jakizzy is also dead. So there's a lot of dead people here. But we also have Henry Marshall, actor unstable because he's an alcoholic. Reese Hopkins, actor, promising member. Augustus Whitney, politician, special status member. Tobias Hobbs, the manager, is VIP. Katie Keller, actress, potentially dangerous because she keeps having nervous breakdowns. Gideon Horton, the lawyer, is a special status member. Of course he is. He's the one who's like, you can't illegalize gays. Haha. Rebecca Simpson, the singer, is a VIP. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, actually, that she's a VIP. Because we've got Troy Dixon as, like, a promising member. And then Rebecca Simpson as a VIP. But Rebecca was, like, debuted after Troy. Like, Troy's became a celebrity, and then there was the new magazine of, like, new star Rebecca Simpson. So the fact that she's already a VIP is extremely interesting, actually. Keeping an eye on that. Then we've got Jeffrey Donnelly, disco manager, who is a promising member. Hadley Badman, the police chief, is a special status member. What a surprise. What a surprise. Jeffrey Stainwitz, the producer, potentially dangerous. Yeah, they're keeping an eye on him. Preston Cox, the senator, special status member, and Troy Dixon as a promising member. That's very interesting. Right, oh, we've got, like, security cameras. Right, first, what's that? Yeah, a tape recorder with conversations from the psychologic room. Right, and that's the shift thing. This is... The CCTV room is well equipped. Monitors surveil the whole structure. Yeah, we can see here. This is the hallway. It's each of the rooms. That's the room... that's room 321. 1, 2, 3, and the hallway. You can see all of it here. Right, let's check these out then. Conversations from the rooms. We can finally say we cured you from your alcoholism, can't we? I wasn't an alcoholic. I've never been one. This is Henry. This is Henry. Of course, it came out wrong and I apologize. Don't you star like that stupid journalist. That guy got what he deserved, the stupid hack. Anyway, you don't need alcohol anymore, do you? No, but hell. Am I not swapping one vice for another? Yeah, is he's like snorting gaze. Of course not. This is not a drug. It's a creative aid. It helps you stay clean and concentrated. Yes, creative. Concentrated. That's right. Now, I know you don't like it, but we need to discuss your situation. Situation? With your wife. You know she was sabotaging your treatment. Sending me to Alcoholics Help. Right. Like a common bum. You don't need her, do you? Can't have a drink in peace. You have your family here. Me, your doctor. We are always here for you. Hate that. Really hate that. What do we got here? I didn't want to be here. I only came because Mr. Fraser asked. Locking yourself at home won't help you, my dear. How can you be an actress if you won't leave home? Maybe I shouldn't be an actress. All this started when I became an actress. First Patrick died. Mr. Raven, I assume. Tell me about him. I feel responsible for his death, in a way. You're not. I am. I used him. He was so blindly in love with me, and I used that to get a role in the play. It was an accident, his death, wasn't it? An allergic reaction, I think. No, I mean, I don't know. Don't cry. Here, take some of this. What is it? I don't want drugs. I've seen what they've done to my colleagues and friends. It's not a drug, it's a pill. A calming pill. You're shook. The play, those homicides, everything. Here. I don't want it! Chair falling to the floor, door slamming. We need to do something about her. She's not fit for our organization. I wonder why, Mr. And then it cuts off. So this is Katie. This is Katie after everything happened. And she didn't want to take the drug, so... Yeah. Here we go. Of course she's a good girl, Doctor. What are you implying? I'm implying nothing. I'm your friend here. I just want what's best for you, and I've known her for most of my life. You don't understand. So this is Troy, then. You've seen these photos of Ms. Hart, right? Yes, I knew about them. She showed me those photos. Do you think they're the right person for you? Someone who would take photos like that to achieve success? Isn't it comparable to betrayal, in a way? You don't understand, Doc. I have known her since we were kids. We only had each other. They tricked her. She is your school sweetheart. I know. You seem incredibly tense. I think it's the stress of the last months. Why don't you try a pill? I swore to her I would quit this stuff. The drug. It's not a drug. It's a pill. A calming pill. You're shook. The tour, those homicides, everything. Here. Hold on. Gulp. Thanks. And it's not a drug. It's a creative aid, isn't it? Yeah. Sounds already calmer. It helps me stay concentrated, stay creative. But you don't need her for that, do you? But why shouldn't I call her? Why? You have your family here. Us, your manager. We were always for you here. Recording stops. I've got all the information to piece this together now. Noise cancelled. Is the music done teapotting now that I have all 60 words? Let's try it. Let's see if the teapot's gone yet. So I do like the music. Nope. Nope. It's just part of the backing track. Well, that's okay. Sticking with the golden idol. It's something about just that specific frequency. I just cannot listen to it. I cannot have that as my backing track while I'm trying to think. Right, we've got everything we need now, though. It's time to put all the names. Let's start with the easy ones. We've got Martha here. Martha Hart. We've got Troy. Troy. I've forgotten his surname again. Troy Dixon. There we go. I remembered it. Never mind. The tea is brewing long. Yeah, someone left it on the stove, but then everyone died, so nobody could take it off again. So it's just going to be like that forever now. And that's the manager, who I've already forgotten the name of again. I'm so laughably bad with names. Oh, even looking through it. Was it Hobbs? I think it was Hobbs. Something Hobbs. What was your name? Oh, what was your name? Luke? No, you're not Luke. Luke is the security guard. I've forgotten his name. I'll have to find it. Who else have we got? We know this is Rebecca. Rebecca Simpson. We got you. Guy at the front desk is gonna be Adrian Collins. Adrian Collins. We know you're a doctor. I think that's gonna be Dr. Byrne. So, oh, what was your name again? Jacob Byrne. Hi, Jacob. What else have we got here? Also with Dr. Aaron Lewis, so if there's another doctor, that'd be helpful. We know that the security guard is Luke Reed, because they swap shifts. Which one was the security guard? You. Head back. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. That's the police officer literally had his name on his badge. David McCard. What have you done, David? How could you do this, David? David McCard. And then I need to remember his name. What was his name? Tobias Hobbs, that's his name. I got the Hobbs part right. I just forgot his first name. Tobias Hobbs. And then the other one outside is going to be the other one who's on, like, the morning shift. So Bella Fox. Bella Fox. There we go. We got all the names in. And now this is like the timeline order of what happened. Oh, I can move them. I have to move them around. Okay, so here, up to the top. Arrives enraged, searching for his manager. This is gonna be Troy, because I'm guessing, like, from the list here of the side effects here, violent outbursts. That's gonna be the symptom that hasn't been filled in yet. That's gonna be Troy. So the drug is giving him, like, the violent outburst symptoms. And after he's, like, discovering the truth and he's gotten this whole note of who's stealing your money, trying to keep you away from Martha, you know exactly who it is. So he's, like, taken the drug. It's an almost finished bag. He took the drug and it enraged him. So poor Troy. Troy arrives enraged, searching for his manager. Over here, is killed before he gets to activate the alarm. I think this is the next thing that happens. He enters the building, and of course the first thing they're going to do if he arrives with a gun enraged is hit the silent alarm. But Adrian Collins did not manage to do that, unfortunately. He was killed before he got to activate the alarm. And then here, two gun wounds in his body. Over here, bullet in the chest, she's dead. So the security guard is going to have come out to try and stop him. But he was killed while attempting to stop him, because he was shot twice as well. So what was your name again? Luke Reed. I've said it so many times and I'm still forgetting. So Luke Reed tried to stop him. Oh no! Oh no, is it going to be Bella then? Did Bella Fox try to stop him? There, Bella Fox is killed while attempting to stop him. Yeah, he's going in this direction. Oh, because the security guard would have been watching the cameras. He'll see what happens in the rooms, but he didn't realize here. But then the bloodied handprint on the wall implies that then Troy was shot in here. He had blood. He was leaving like a trail of blood. So after Bella tried to stop him, that's when Luke Reed fired a warning shot and then fatally shot Troy Dixon. Oh no. Oh no, that's the police officer. No, that's completely different. Can I just like remove these? No, I just have to leave them in wrong. That's going to be further down. That's the police officer. Oh, here, the wounds. Here it is, wounds. Luke Reed manages to wound Troy, but he's shot twice and dies. Yeah, that's that one. So then he makes his way into the hallway. And that's when Dr. Jacob Byrne is struck by the grip of the gun and is knocked out. Knocked out? Unconscious? Unconscious. Yeah! Also a raid! Hello, Danny! Welcome! Welcome in! Hello, raiders! How's it going? How was the Slay the Spire 2? Oh my goodness, I saw that it's come out. I've been seeing so many people playing it. I hope it's good. Welcome in! Welcome, welcome. And Junker V, thank you for the follow too. Welcome. I'm really sorry. You're coming from like a really cool, like, amazing, like, game that is... Well, I guess Slay the Spire isn't super lighthearted, but this has happened. But we figured out what's going on, so don't worry about it. Everything is maybe not under control, but I know what's going on. But thank you so much for the raid. To anyone who's new here, hello. I'm Lirie. I'm a pink-haired cat girl from the UK, and I love comfy games and puzzle games. This is a great puzzle game. It's not the comfiest game I've ever played, but oh, it's been so fun to play. But I hope you had a really good stream. Thank you for bringing the raid this way. Yeah, a lot of people died here, but we're figuring it out. We've got Brout. We've got Chav Brout in the corner to help us too. It's emotional support Brout. I hope it was fun though. Did you have a good stream? I hope it was good. And if you have to head off, I know it is super late, so I understand if you gotta raid and run, but if you want to stick around for a bit, I'm just solving murders. Just casually murder solving as you do. Thank you, thank you. Right. Here, and then a police call is made. Okay, this is the order then. The police call is made. And then Troy shoots the police officer, unaware his gun was empty, and then the police officer shoots him. Well, I can lock in the last one. David McCart. What have you done, David? I know it's wrong. I haven't filled it out yet. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's Troy. That's Troy shooting his manager. Never mind, because the warning shot was like the one into the glass. He fired the warning shot, and then he shot Tobias Hobbs. Stop beeping at me. I'm getting there. It's probably not in this position either. I'm going to have to move it, but... There. Oh, no, it is in that position. Yeah, there we go. Or it might not be. Can I still move it? Yeah. Okay, this is correct, but the order's not. There we go. When was the police call made? Oh, the police call was made in the reception. Who made that call? Hold on. Because if you were shot and you were shot, and then you were shot, who was left to make the call? Did she say she made the call? Yeah, a man was screaming, heard a shot, and then a woman screamed and another shot. So that's the receptionist. And then that's Bella on the floor. Then silence. Then the sound of feet running. 2 other shots, or 3. You were scared, so you hid in here. The walls are insulated. Wait, no. Oh, Martha. Martha made the call. Martha made the call. So she would have been, like, waiting here. Maybe, like, on this side. Or like maybe she came with Troy, just being like, no, don't do this, honey. Don't, this isn't like you. And so after he like ran in here, she quickly called the police. So Martha would be the one who made the call, because she literally said she did in the reception. So I think the police call would have been made like around here? Maybe? So he arrived, killed the receptionist, killed Bella, killed the security guard, and then he would have gone through the door. Martha made the phone call, fired the warning shot, fatally shot Tobias. And then the policeman shoots Troy. I think that's how it goes. Unaware that his gun was empty. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So he was probably counting his bullets. And that's why he just knocked the doctor unconscious, because he knew he needed the bullets for Tobias to kill him. Potentially, maybe? I'm not sure. But there we go. It's not correct yet, though. This isn't complete. The order isn't quite right. Maybe the phone call was made earlier on. No, I don't know. Because the police arrived after the phone call. Oh, I guess are there timestamps on here? No, there's no timestamps on here. Because we know that the police call happened at 11:19. But I don't know when that is in regards to everything else. There, man was screaming out of his mind. Then I heard a shot and a woman screamed, then another shot. After that silence, then the sound of feet running. 2 other shots, or 3. So the running's gonna be the security guard coming out. And then that was like the shots there that shot the security guard got shot. So he managed to injure Troy. And then she hid in here. So here, he arrived enraged. Adrian was killed before getting to activate the alarm. Bella was killed trying to stop him. Security wounded him, but got shot twice and died. Then he went through into the corridor. That's when he hit Jacob with the gun. Then he went in the room. He fired the warning shot. Then he shot Tobias. Then the police call in the policeman? I don't know when the police call would have happened. Oh, maybe she... Unless she did the police call, like, as the first thing that happened. No. Figuring the order here is so... Ooh. Right, maybe I'll fill in the rest of it, like, all of it, except for one thing, so it doesn't lock in and end the level. But we can do this much, at least. Troy Dixon discovered that his manager... Tobias Hobbs had been stealing his money. Earnings? Earnings, money? Stealing his wife. Earnings. There, stealing his earnings for years. And quietly sabotaging his marriage to actress Martha Hart, who he is very deeply in love with. That was a really bad idea. Fueled by rage and by the drug called gaze, he shot 2 people at Ad Astra? Because the way it's here, like, at reception, feels like bad grammar. He shot 2 people at reception. And a security guard in the morning shift before finding and killing Tobias Hobbs. Tobias Hobbs, who was hiding in a psychologic room number 3. There aren't even 5. There aren't even 5 rooms. You put 5 on there. Had a double take at the drug called Gaze. No, it's Gaze. It's not. If there was being gay isn't a drug. I enjoy it every day, and I don't even need to take anything. And then Troy Dixon was eventually shot by a police officer, by a policeman, after his gun was already empty. After his revolver was already empty. Right, so that's going to be all of that. We've got all the names. We just need this in order now. Maybe this was before the other one. So maybe Adrian tried to activate the alarm and was shot. That would... No, because it sounded like the 2 shots happened and then the footsteps and then the other 2 or 3 shots. That's going to be this situation. All of this. And then she went into the room before he entered the corridor. Otherwise, she would have seen him. But she said as well, like, once she entered, their feet running, that was like running out of the security room. 2 other shots or 3. That's the either 3 shots there, and then she hid in here. And then he entered this hallway. When did you call the police? When did you call them? Well, you called them at 11:19. When is that in the grand scheme of everything? Here? No. I don't know what isn't right about this. It's not full. It's not correct yet. I'm trying to order them chronologically, but apparently it's not this. Unless it started with the phone call by Martha. No, it's not gonna be that. I don't know. Wait, is there... Hold on. Let me check this again. Oh god, no. Why did I tell you? Because I don't have anything that tells me, like, when 11:19 is in, like, the grand scheme of everything else. I don't see any other logs. Like, the only thing we know is that her appointment was meant to be at 11. A visit with the doctor. So that makes me think that it was close to 11 when this happened, because she said she was in the corridor waiting for the doctor. So that makes me think it's, like, the start of the hour of 11. And then, like, all the screaming and stuff happened. So all the rest of it happened after 11, so the police call would have been quite late. But we know that the policeman had to have arrived after the call. Because that's why she's here, like, policeman wouldn't have come if it weren't for my call. So that's going to be, like, the last thing. Also, Suzume, hello! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in! Welcome, welcome, raiders! How's it going? I hope you had a good gay time. We were just talking about gays. There's a drug in this called Gaze, as Gaze, and it's constantly being misheard. Because it just sounds like Gays. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream. Welcome in to anyone who's new here. Hello, I'm Lirie. I'm a pink-haired cat girl from the UK, and I love comfy games and puzzle games. This is not comfy, but it is puzzle. And I'm having a great time with it, even if I am so stuck on this. I feel like I'm missing, like, one thing. I don't know why this won't complete. Why is this not complete? What am I missing? What is in the wrong order? Right, Troy arrives, kills Adrian, who's going to do the silent alarm, kills Bella, who tries to stop him going in the hallway. Security officer comes out, shoots him to injure him, and then Troy shoots him back and kills him. Knocks out the doctor in the hallway, fires the warning shot, then kills Tobias. Oh. Oh, I don't know what I'm missing here, but it's not full, so it can't be completed yet. This is killing me. I don't know what of this would not be in order. Oh, you're so right. I need to hydrate. Thank you. I need a sip. I probably need multiple sips, to be honest. So I will have them. I will have all the sippies I want. Thank you very much. My god, I'm so... This feels like it's right for me. I don't know what's wrong about it. I don't want to click this because I know then it will end the thing and then I'll have to click through and get all of the things again. But I don't want to do this until the... until the thing's full. What could it be? One at a time. He arrives enraged, searching for his manager. Kills the receptionist, because that would be like the first point of call. It's just like, where's the manager? Adrian's like, calm down, reaching for the alarm. He shoots him. He then tries to like go through into the hallway. Bella instinctively would just be like, no, don't do that. And then she gets shot. And then the security guard comes out, because that's going to be the footsteps that What's-Her-Face heard. And then that's all the shooting there. And then it's going to be knocking out the doctor in the hallway. Then it's going to be the warning shot. Unless... The only other thing I can think of is... Unless this guy was like actually drafting a letter in one of the empty rooms and he came out. No, that would still be the same time because we know he didn't leave this room. He died here. He died in here. He didn't leave the room again afterwards to knock him out. Oh my goodness, what would it be? Gah. What was it? A man was screaming out of his mind, then heard a shot and... Oh, unless the woman screaming is like he shot Bella first? And so she screamed as she died? And then Adrian, of course, would have reached for the silent alarm after the shot, but didn't reach it in time. Is it these two? Oh, it is. Oh. Okay, I'm fine now. I'm fine now. Yeah, hearing the shot and a woman scream. Hey. Thought this conflicted the testimony. Yeah, well, I mean... Yeah, because at first I was like, I thought it would be like a woman screamed after someone got shot right in front of her. But then I also guess, like, if you look at her... The bullet's in the chest, so she wouldn't have died immediately. So she would have had time to scream, whereas his head was just, like, clean through with a bullet. He probably wouldn't have had time to scream. But then she would have been shot in the stomach, still have time to scream, like, her death cries as she's dying. And then, of course, like, because it does make sense now that I think about it, because he wouldn't hit the alarm unless he has a reason to for the silent alarm. Like, if he's just screaming away in there... That enough wouldn't be a reason to pull the alarm, but if someone had just been shot in front of him, that's sure as hell enough a reason. It makes sense now, I get it. After his revolver was already empty. Finally, yes! God. I made it. The manager skimmed profits, manipulated his life. When he figured it out, Troy snapped and went on a killing spree. 4 people dead and the creative drug at the core of it again. Right, let's see if I can... see if I can turn the music back on yet. Oh, I'm going straight to the police station. Okay, yeah, so I can do that. Please have no kettles this time. There we go. I can have the backing music back again. It's Kenneth! Hello! Ooh, this is interesting. I'm going to look in here first. The evidence collected for our latest case is in the locker. Here we go. Oh, this is the Roman Lipko. I get to take this. Is that going to be Kenneth? Is Kenneth gonna, like, help me figure out who this is? Because this is what we saw before. Which one's gonna be Roman Lipko? I think we're gonna get information from Kenneth here. Case report, disco double homicide. Grayson Davis and Dennis Miller. Perpetrator Amanda Adams arrested at the scene. And perpetrator Zachary Pierce, the barman. Conspirator Mike Alvarez, the manager. Arrested, both refusing to cooperate. What a surprise. I wonder why. I wonder why they would refuse to cooperate after being, like, under the thumb of the chief of police. Wonder why they wouldn't want to sell out the chief of police at the police station. Definitely not being, like, threatened or blackmailed or anything. Amanda Adams fatally stabbed Grayson Davis while under the influence of the narcotic substance known as gaze. The weapon was recovered lodged in the victim's chest. Dennis Miller was later found deceased from poisoning, determined to be the result of a contaminated drink served by Zachary Pierce under the direction of Mike Alvarez. The motivations behind Miller's murder remain unknown. Case status pending trial. Okay. And here we have the stamp. A stamp with a letter K encircled in a letter C that we found on Cleveland. Yep. We know that's his stamp. We know he's been sending all those notes. I guess it's time to finally talk to you. It's Kenneth for you, detective. Alright. We're buddies, I guess. I've been wanting to talk to you for some time, but I was waiting for the right moment. I know you've been very busy, but just a little bit. A little busy, what with everyone dying. A tiny little bit. Also, Shale, hello! Good morning, thank you for the stamp. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I should have mentioned the stamp when, like, the raids happened. Just be like, hey, you can stamp the bottom of my screen if you want. And you get, like, a point for it. What are the points for? Something. Here we go. Oh, thank you for the head pat too. All these deaths, deplorable. One can only wonder what kind of empire stands behind it all. Yeah, Mr. Cleveland, I know you've been involved in everything that's happening. It's Kenneth for you, detective. Okay, so this is the question I ask, and then this is the answer. Well, there's been a letter with your stamp connected to a lot of those deaths. Oh, my little letters. What can I tell you? I'm a bit of a graphomaniac, so I keep correspondence with a lot of different people. That's not a crime, is it? It might be if your little letters result in the... murder of those you pointed them to. That would never hold up in court, and you know that full well. But I'm here as a friend to help you solve this mystery. Honestly, I'm like, I trust this guy. I didn't at the beginning. But now I'm like, I need to know what you know, because you clearly know what's going on here a lot more than I do. Have you figured out yet who is behind all of this? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a small crook named Roman. You mean Roman Lipko? Who is he? What does he have to do with all of this? Mr. Lipko was born in New York to an honest, poor family of immigrants, but he wasn't cut from the same cloth as his parents. At 22, he had an argument with a boy from another gang over a failed smuggling deal. And can you guess what happened? Murder? Indeed. Stuck a knife deep inside him. The kid didn't seem to appreciate his new condition and died on the spot. Oh my god, what a way to word that. He didn't really appreciate the condition of, having a knife in his stomach. Roman was supposed to be sent to prison, but he cut a deal with the police. Do you know the rest of the story, detective? He enrolled in the army to fight in the Korean War. But here it says that he died in... Oh wait, when did he die? Yeah, it says he died in 1952. Exactly! That's why you're a top detective, isn't it? Yes, it is. As you may have noticed, the funeral was held with a closed casket. Grenade wounds, what a terrible thing. Leave you unrecognizable. So, was he really dead? Or did he become someone else? A war hero, perhaps? Are you implying that Dominic Fraser? Are you saying that Roman Lipko stole Dominic Fraser's identity? Wait, I can't even put that in. Here it is. Oh, Jeffrey Stainwitz, Dominic Fraser. Yep. I was like, wait, I don't have his name, but it's gotta be him. Yeah. Looks kind of different. I never even, like, considered that. I was just like, well, people can change as time goes on. Might have, like, dyed his hair. So he stole Dominic Fraser's identity. No, detective, you said that. I would never accuse such an esteemed citizen of being a fraud, a criminal, and a spy. I would never say that he made himself a new life using a war hero's name and use his war veteran status as a springboard to achieve fame, success, money, and overtime power. Yeah, you would never say that. And no one's ever noticed that he isn't the hero he claimed to be. Fraser, had an immaculate reputation. His bestseller book about his efforts in the war became a successful movie. It gets easier to destroy your past when you're rich and famous, especially if you're the master of the hot new drug in town. And that new drug must be gaze, G-A-Z-E, haha. Bingo. Have you noticed how this drug is now everywhere? Let me go back to the late 60s, when Dominic was my partner, working as a spy for the government. Ooh, okay. Our goal was to stop marijuana from coming from Mexico. At least that's what we said we were doing. In reality, Dominic had found a more profitable trade. And that trade must have been importing gays. Right again. He was stopping one drug while smuggling another. I caught wind of his new operation and asked to get in. By then, I'd already uncovered his past, despite his efforts to erase it from every record. When you work as a spy long enough, you learn to distrust polished stories. Yeah. If they're too smooth, it's like, what are you hiding? Why is it so perfectly rounded? Did you manage to get in on the operation? Dominic didn't take kindly to my involvement. He sent someone to deal with me and had me left in the desert to die, convinced the problem had solved itself. It hadn't. You may have noticed my scar and the eye. That's their parting gift. Since then, I've made it my purpose to correct what was done to me. And today may simply be the conclusion of an arrangement he began himself. Wait, what happens next? Oh, wait, what happens today? Yeah. What's so special about today? Now, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but maybe you should rush to the Frasers' fancy mansion. I hear someone there received a rather disconcerting letter just this morning. Oh, God. Oh boy, okay. We'll be taking you into custody now, Kenneth. You're going to sit tight while we check on the mansion. Alright. Here we go. Now I get to fill in this. See, this part feels so unnecessary for the... the questioning scenes. Because it's just like, I just heard all of this, and now it's like, yeah, you just put it all in again. Long link to the case through his stamp on the letters revealed that Dominic Fraser is, in fact, Roman Lipko, a former spy who built his empire through the smuggling of gays. After Kenneth attempted to force his way into the operation, Roman Lipko responded by ordering his death in the desert. His murder in the desert, sorry. Death doesn't explain what happened. Kenneth survived and vowed to systematically destroy the empire Roman built, or Lipko. I feel like Lipko feels better to put there. He warned of an imminent incident at the Fraser mansion, urging immediate police Intervention. Not intervention. Wait, what's wrong? It's only one wrong here. Story is one clue away from being correct. Wait. Would it be spy? I feel like it has to be spy. Let me put it as something else and see if it changes. So wait, yeah, spy is right there. It is that right, yeah. Into the Empire? No, that is the operation. Okay. Imminent... Like, is it going to be an imminent murder at the Fraser? No, it is an incident. Kenneth, long linked to the case through his stamp, revealed that Dominic Fraser is in fact Roman Lipko, former spy who built his empire through the smuggling of gays. After Kenneth attempted to force his way into the operation, Roman Lipko responded by ordering his murder in the desert. Kenneth survived and vowed to systematically destroy the empire Roman built, unless it's not destroy. Made it my purpose to correct what was done to me. Maybe he doesn't want to destroy it. No, I think it has to be destroy, yeah. Oh, is it going to be the Empire Fraser built? Okay, it's the new name now. I see, there we go, that was the problem. Got it. Hee hee. I thought it was right. I was like, what could I change here, possibly? Oh, hello. Hi. You are staring at me. Okay, I continue. Oh, sorry. Cold, cold heart. Complete Kenneth's interrogation. And now we're at the Fraser mansion. Oh, yep, things have happened here. Turn the light on. Oh, yep, things have happened here. It took you like 8 minutes. I know! Like, we've used Roman Lipko for the rest of the thing. Why does it not count? I guess because it is the Fraser Empire now. There isn't like a Roman Empire. There was a Roman Empire. Of a different kind. Right, anyway. Two eyes stare at the observer, emitting rays of light. In the middle, a nighttime photo of an ancient pyramid. Not terrifying at all. A wheelchair on the ground. Did it fall or was it pushed? The woman lies on the ground, her face a mask of pallor. She's not breathing, she is dead. Mrs. Lehrman, now that you are free from those so-called sleeping pills, you are finally ready for the truth, to understand how you were deceived, manipulated, and blinded by a man who was never who he claimed to be. Another one of those letters stamped with a K. I know you have suspected this for a long time, but your mind was deliberately clouded by the drugs your husband gave you. I too was betrayed by him, tricked and left for dead, and I have never forgiven him. Read the documents. Now is the time to act. Kenneth Cleveland. Nice. She's dead though. Right. Do I want to look outside or inside first? I don't know. There is no Roman Empire. Yeah, Empire's known under the stolen name. Yeah, it's like if you ask people, like the empire he has built has been under the Fraser name. So I do get the reasoning behind it, but I'm also like, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, this is the grow up. I see. I said it again. Oh my god. A lightweight metal watering can is sitting near the plants. Yeah, here are the gaze flowers, I suppose. A mass of white and pink flowers lines the rows of the greenhouse. Along the side, other crops grow in scattered clusters. It's a pretty flower, honestly. You could just grow these and just say they're pretty flowers. Nobody would even know they're for drugs. Boop. Right, well, I guess we're going further in the house. Oh, it's so quiet here. I don't like it. I don't know where to go first. Oh, the table! There's a note here. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher, I'm giving you the day off. Go and enjoy yourselves. Shirley and I will take care of the preparations for tonight's meeting. The only thing I ask is that you take the 2 bottles of champagne from Dominic's personal reserve from the cellar and leave them on the table. These are mature bottles, so I want to personally open them in advance and decant them briefly, as is necessary for wines of this quality. The bottles are required for the toast of all attendees. The toast all attendees make at the start of the meeting. I am grateful for all the help you have given me over the years. Enclosed with this letter is a check as a token of my appreciation. With gratitude, Clarice Lehman. I feel like she did not write this. I don't think she wrote this. Yeah, a spot where it could use the Oberdin multiple accepted answers design. Yeah, I think it like wouldn't count. That wouldn't be an incorrect answer to me. I think if it's like the Lipko Empire or the Roman Empire, because it's the empire under his name, like whichever name he's going by. But yeah, I do understand the reasoning behind it now, but yeah, it's also so annoying, like, after going through the whole interrogation scene, and then it's just like, okay, everything that you just, like, learned, just write it down again. It's like doing lines in class, like, you just repeat a thing, and it's like, why am I just writing this? But yeah, the letter is here, but there's no sign of the check, so... yeah, I guess they did it. So, they got the day off, they got their check, they left the bottles out. The bottles aren't on this table, so I guess did the toast already happen? Oh. Oh, hello. Are you... oh, you're okay. Oh my goodness. Why did she do it? Why? Now that she was finally starting to live again. Oh, unless she did write that note. Oh. To American Nurse Association, forward it to Shirley Flores. So this is going to be the nurse? Shirley, I'm happy to hear that Mrs. Clarice Lehman has been much more active and responsive in the last weeks, but what Mr. Fraser told me, and you should have, not him, is disconcerting. Is it true that she tried to stand from the wheelchair and walk, and you supported her in this inane intention? This is unacceptable. You're not a doctor. You just don't understand Mrs. Lehman's condition, and your closeness to her must have clouded your judgment. Mrs. Lehman is a weak, mentally frail woman. She needs her sedatives and her sleeping pills. Must I remind you that you respond to Mr. Fraser first, and to me, the treating doctor, second? You think you're seeing improvement, but instead you're looking at a mad woman who was inept even before her son's death, which devastated her already lacking cognitive abilities. Gross. Letter to Shirley from Clarice. Dear Shirley, isn't it funny how when you're a young and attractive actress, you're always surrounded by friends, but when you get old and bound to a wheelchair, no one is around? That's the reason I value your friendship so much. You never looked at me as a patient, but as a friend for all these years, and only your presence made me survive the loss of Bradley. It feels so painful now when Dominic sends you away for days that never seem to end, just to deprive me of your company. I think he's starting to suspect. That's why I have to do everything in secret. But I've got to risk it today because I have to tell you the great news. Today, I walked. Yes, all alone. I did half of the corridor on my own. That Kenneth who has been writing, I don't know his motives, but he was right. I thought I was an invalid for such a long time. I thought I was feeble-minded, as I heard Dominic describe me to the doctor when he didn't think I could hear him. But no, as Kenneth said, it was the medicines. All those pills, the injections. Since we agreed to stop with those, I feel like a new person. As if I've just awakened from a deep slumber. As if I'm finally alive again. We need to be careful, Shirley. I'm acting dumb all the time when Dominic is around. I feel like an actress again. But I think he notices that something is different. Clarice. Oh my goodness. Oh, an elegant box for keeping medicines. A box of sleeping pills. It is unopened. Mrs. Lehman, I am forced to increase your sleeping pill dosage in light of your recent mood swings, as reported to me by Mr. Fraser. Take 2 pills a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening to help calm your nerves. Also, make sure Shirley Flores gives you your weekly injection. That sounds like a lot of drugs. Don't like that. Grade Bank Group paid to Shirley Flores $20,000 as a parting gift. Oh my god. Oh, she... I think I know what's going on here. I think she may have just dealt with the whole problem all by herself. Oh jeez. I hid this check in the medicine box, so you'll only find it when everything is over. I know you wouldn't have accepted it otherwise. It's my small way of saying thank you for your commitment and friendship over the years. Thank you for everything and goodbye, Clarice. Oh my goodness. So this is April 12th. This is like when Kenneth was planning on flying away. This is like when Kenneth's plane ticket is for. It's for April 12th. It's interesting. Except we arrested him, so I don't think he's getting that plane. Unless... Classic Hollywood portraits from the 1950s. The closet is full of clothes. At the bottom there's a box with various documents. Mr. Fraser, our problematic person has been dealt with. Something is bound to happen on those risky roads to the border. An accident that will silence our problem forever. He tried to convince the guards that you blackmailed him to create the accident, but they were my men and they paid no attention. They are well remunerated not to ask questions, and they're loyal. I'll be collaborating with Hayes on creating a story for the news. Inspector Hadley Badman. This is how they got Pedro to do their bidding, then got rid of him. Bradley paid the price for his disobedience. Here we go. Oh, this is a long letter from Kenneth. Hello. Oh, wow. Clarice, you and I have something in common. We have both been betrayed by your husband. Just as he tried to murder me so that I wouldn't report his dirty business to my superiors, he had your son killed, destroying the most important part of your life. For him, Bradley was never his son, but just an instrument. He married you as a conduit to penetrate Hollywood from the inside. Then Bradley took your place as a link to the rising stars in show business. He used a drug he had discovered in Mexico while working as a spy to subjugate and manipulate people, to blackmail, obtain money, loyalty, and favors. Pedro Diaz, the man who killed your son, was also a tool in Dominic's hands. Pedro was a young student he had saved from torture during the conflicts in Mexico in the 1960s, who then was mercilessly exploited. It was Pedro himself who, under Dominic's orders, tried to kill me in 1969 with the promise of a new life in the US. Your son Bradley was beginning to slip out of Dominic's control. He wasn't as strong as Dominic wanted him to be, but too much like you, his mother, too human. He had started dealing gays himself, hoping to make friends among the famous people Dominic had introduced him to. But there are no friends among elite, only competitors, rivals. When Dominic learned of Bradley's desperate attempt at rebellion, which was really just a cry for recognition from a father who had never considered him worthy, he saw it as betrayal. That's who Dominic is, a person who has always exploited everyone, you, me, Bradley, Pedro, everyone, to build his empire. His pyramid of power with him at the top, cinema to build a myth about his false heroism in war, the press to celebrate his acts of generosity, his political donations disguised as philanthropy, his Ad Astra centers for manipulating the minds of VIPs. I tried to destroy his empire from within, using his own tricks, but I only managed to get rid of a few small pawns. Even my attempt to make contacts in the press failed. The only one who can get close to him is you, Clarice. Let's avenge Bradley. Kenneth Cleveland. Oh, wow. Whew. A book on plants and herbs. There's a bookmark that points to a specific page. Here, Bella Ward, Herbs and Their Properties. Strophanthus gratus is a plant belonging to the Apocynaceae family. Oh my god. Whatever, that family. Native to tropical Africa. It's fragrant. Oh my god, this is so bad. Hold on. Monster. Its fragrant flowers. Its fragrant flowers have a striking appearance. A white corolla topped by purple with pink corona lobes. Legal status. In the United States, this plant is hard to obtain for horticulturists. Fragrant. The fragrant flowers. It has an extremely hazardous substance status, so it cannot be easily obtained and cultivated. Pharmaceutical companies that use it are subject to strict observation by authorities. This is because of the following cardiac glycosides that cause toxicity: oabin or G-strofanthin, Simarin strophoside. Uses. The plant's medicinal properties have been known for centuries. In traditional medicine, it was used to treat heart failure due to the presence of cardiac glycosides such as strophanthina G. At the same time, and justifying its status as a toxic substance, the plant was historically used in the creation of poisoned arrows in both warfare and hunting. The seeds are extremely toxic and were processed into a poisonous paste for the purpose of poisoning, which was then applied to arrowheads. These methods of poisoning could cause a quick death, with the heart stopping within minutes. Toxin compounds such as, oh my god, all of these, extracted from the seeds, are also soluble in organic solvents, alcohols, and, to a limited extent, in water. Historically, these glycosides were used as cardiotonic agents via injection. There have been reported cases of poisoning where subjects drank the compounds in liquid solution. Poison-icey. Hee hee hee. Yeah, everyone got poisoned by the drinks, huh? A memorabilia box. A great variety of little elements with sentimental value to the owner. And what is this? An old wedding photograph. On the back it says 1956. Oh, okay. Right, I think that's the important stuff from here. And now I'm thinking, if I go in here, is everyone going to be dead? Yeah, they're all dead. You did it, Clarice. You did it, Clarice. I'm proud of you. You managed it. You did it. Ooh, look at that. An old and expensive champagne bottle. A faint chemical note is present. An Egyptian scene made disturbing by the large eye watching from behind the pyramid. Its title, The Pyramid of Power. There's so many bodies here. Right, I don't even know where to start. Do I start with the notes, maybe? Oh, let's start with this. A bottle of water. Oh, were you still alive? Oh, you're still alive. You were drinking water. Incredible. The man is holding his head, alive but breathing heavily, unresponsive. Dear Dominic, or should I say Roman, you thought you were rid of me, but I came back from the grave to take my revenge. Like the past you worked so hard to bury, I've come back to haunt you. My only regret is not being able to see your face when you realize that you've lost everything, coming from the place you least expected. We never get rid of our past. Enjoy your last moments. Your dear friend, Kenneth. Oh my god. Dear Mr. Fraser, the results of the tests attached show that the condition of your heart has not improved. The risk of a heart attack is currently high. The stress you have been under in recent months, combined with your physical state, has worsened the situation. I can read. We recommend that you continue your diet and, above all, avoid alcohol. In addition, as far as possible for a man in your position, try to avoid situations that may upset you. Once again, I advise against the use of strophanthin, which, although faster acting, can be dangerous and is therefore rarely used today. With regard to your wife, I have sent a letter of reprimand to Nurse Shirley Flores for indulging her obsessions. For now, however, I will allow Mrs. Lehman the greater freedom she seems to be enjoying, provided she continues to take her medication. Who could she hurt anyway? See, that's what happens when you underestimate a woman. Happy International Women's Day. It's already Monday here. I don't care. It still counts as Sunday because I haven't been to bed yet. Nah. Right, yeah, they were all drinking this. You were drinking a water. Very interesting. Right, over here. The man lies dead on the ground, face down, his face a mask of pain. He's wearing a black uniform with tie. The man's face shows how his last moments were marked by intense pain. He is holding his stomach with one hand. He is wearing an expensive pinstriped jacket. The man appears to have struggled on the ground, torn apart by spasms before dying. He's wearing a modern shirt and a colourful jacket. That's the doctor, right? Pretty sure that's the doctor. No, that's the doctor. The man bent over on the ground is dead. He is wearing a doctor's coat. Yeah, that's the doctor. Sorry, all these blondes. The man died on the ground, bent over on his stomach. He is dressed casually, wearing bell-bottoms and a plaid shirt. Is that the bartender? I don't remember. An elderly man, conservatively dressed, lies on his back. His motionless body is still twisted in its final seizure of pain. So yeah, they're all dead. Let's start looking at these. Here, Dominic Fraser's sheet. Talking points. As it has become obvious over the past months, someone is sabotaging our organization in an attempt to destroy it. The chains of incidents and homicides, influenced by some external presence, are a clear indication of that. Old colleagues from the Secret Service have been contacted, and a covert investigation is ongoing. To rebuild our reputation, we have to work together, each of us tackling his own field. The philanthropic efforts of the Bradley Fraser Foundation will have to appear even more spectacular, so support from Mr. Hayes to convince the public is essential. Objective: rebuild reputation, find the culprit behind the attacks on our organization, and strengthen philanthropic efforts of the Bradley Fraser Foundation and publicize them through Hayes' publications. Alright, so that's your minutes. This is Luke Hayes' sheet. Luke Hayes' sheet. Talking points. Ad Astra Center's covers. The center's covers have been blown. Due to recent events, they have lost prestige and need a new PR spin. Work with advertising firms to create a new plan of action. We need to push the domestic crime crisis narrative. Badman will provide statistics to be published in newspapers and magazines to scare the public and sway their opinion. This will also convince the police to remove their force from the border and add patrols in city areas. It's essential to start a campaign to convince the public of the benefits of psychiatric drugs, to then establish gays as a medicinal in the future. We should use actors, singers, hosts, models, and athletes from our Ad Astra centers as testimonials for it. Studies have shown that the public will believe what they hear from famous people more than what they are told by professionals in their fields. Objectives: rebuild Ad Astra's prestige, build a media campaign about rampant crime in the country, and use star power to convince people of the benefits of the new drugs that we will make available. So that's what Luke's doing. Over here, Gideon Horton's sheet. You, the lawyer. Talking points. Proposal to expand laws on the private cultivation of plants, of course. Start with medicinal plants such as that Strophanthus, which, despite being dangerous due to their toxicity, could be cultivated individually by a person who meets the prerequisites, for example due to heart problems. The fact that permits have been obtained to plant Strophanthin by Dominic Fraser demonstrates the validity of this approach. Once these laws protecting vulnerable people become reality, expand them so that gays can also be cultivated on US soil. To do this, it would be necessary to reclassify the plant as low hazard within the DEA. Objectives: expand laws on private cultivation of plants to make way for gays on US soil, get gays to be reclassified as a lower threat, work with Cox and Whitney. Preston Cox's sheet. Talking points. As a representative of younger voters, the goal is to propose policies towards a more open use of drugs. Oh my god. It's just like, hey, yeah, your political party campaign now is just drugs are cool, okay? You know how people said drugs aren't cool? Just kidding, they're really cool. Get high. I'm not saying that, by the way. Please, please don't take that out of context. Drugs are bad. The hippie movement is dead, but we can still use it as ideological leverage on younger generations. Not only would the expansion of drug use mean a boost in business, but it would also make public consciences easier to manipulate. As experiments in our centers have shown, objectives: create an ideological atmosphere in which open drug use is considered acceptable, Hayes can help. Laws to make recreational drug use legal, contact Horton for details. Reduce arrests for possession, ask Badman. Alright. Hadley Badman's sheet. Talking points. Due to the recent events concerning the Ad Astra centers, it has become increasingly difficult to hide the passage of substances from Mexico. The drugs cannot pass through. They get stopped at the border, and no courier has been spared from arrest there. Your suspension due to investigation by Internal Affairs has made it harder to control what is going on inside the force. Most of our contacts inside are afraid of sinking with the ship and are keeping a low profile. Objectives. Your main objective, after our contact in the Justice Department has given us his confirmation that the investigation can be buried, is to Reduce law enforcement present on the border. For this, he will have Whitney support through new budget redistribution policies. Move the current patrols from or to Mexico to from Mexico to internal problems. And work with the Drug Enforcement Agency to reclassify gays and focus attention towards other traffics. Yep. All adds up. Augustus Whitney's sheet. Main objective is to cooperate with Badman in redirecting police funds from drug controls on the border to internal controls. The voting public has to be convinced of the existence of an internal emergency, of a major domestic crime crisis in the country. To do this, one can make use of the crime statistics provided by the department, ask Badman. To achieve this, it is suggested to work with Hayes. Objectives. In short, collaboration is needed to succeed at these points. With Badman, to suggest laws that will divert attention from the traffic coming from the border, and with Hayes, to convince the public through the media that a criminal crisis is happening inside our country, and that we need to focus the police attention on internal issues. He will disseminate this information through newspapers, television, and radio. Yeah, that makes sense. And here, Jacob Burns' sheet. Good old doctor. It is essential to expedite the production of gays. We must find a way to synthesize it in a lab now that routes from Mexico are blocked. The ultimate objective is for gays to become a regularly sold medicine, like Clarice Lehmann's sleeping pills, our first successful test. On one hand, the potential of gays as a psychopharmacological drug is enormous, and agreements have already been made with pharmaceutical companies for its production and sale. On the other, subjects who have consumed unregulated gays have shown devastating effects on their psyches, as our Ad Astra Center studies indicate. Proposal. Keep hearing gays. Yeah, I know. It's what a word for it. More immediate concerns. Spread the drug among the general population in order to cause episodes of psychosis in poor neighborhoods. This will lead to increased demand for law enforcement within cities, which will distract the public from the border issue. Badman will take care of the logistics. Hayes will be key in convincing the public of the new emergency. Long-term objectives: expedite commercial production of gays, work in tandem with pharmaceutical companies, and ad campaign to sell the new drug to the public. Yeah, I think we've been through all of them now. Yep. That's all of them. Well, we know what happened here. Good old Clarice. Time to fill it out. Ooh. There's people and there's pyramid. Hee hee. Poor Clarice. She did great. Right, this is the doctor. Jacob Byrne. This is Dominic Fraser. This is... What was her name? Was it Whitney? Was it Shirley? No, it was Shirley. Shirley Flores. There we go. Whitney was one of the awful people. Right, it's time to figure out which of these is which. Right, because the doctor's like right over here, but his paper's like here. So we can't really like associate the notes with the people because everyone ended up like moving. Right, time to figure out who's who. We've got Jacob Byrne. We've got Dominic Fraser. Luke Hayes is the one doing like the media campaign and stuff. Who's that going to be? Preston Cox is the politician. Are you the politician? I feel like he might be the politician. Modern shirt and a colourful jacket. I don't remember who's who. Is there anything else I have that like points to it? Elderly man. Which would be like the most elderly? Augustus Whitney. Hadley Badman. We know Badman's like the chief of police, and I know I've seen his face on the newspapers. But I don't remember who's who. I don't think I have anything in here to help me. I don't know how to tell who's who. He's wearing a modern shirt and a colorful jacket. That's great. Expensive pinstripe jacket. He's probably either the lawyer or the politician then. He's wearing a black uniform with a tie. Oh, is he gonna be the police? I think he might be the police. I think he might be Hadley Badman. Because he's wearing the uniform. Thank you. Thank you for the quote. Thank you for the quote. Let's see. Are you Hadley Badman? Yeah, you are. Okay, got it, got it. You're dressed casually with bell bottoms and a plaid shirt. You're probably gonna be Luke Hayes then. Like the media campaign. Maybe. Are you Luke Hayes? I'm just stereotyping people by their clothes now. You're not Luke Hayes. I need to not stereotype people by their clothes. Conservatively dressed elderly man. I feel like that could be the politician. Which is Preston Cox. Oh no, a representative of younger voters. So Preston Cox is going to be someone who's younger, I think. Maybe you, maybe you. One of these two, I think. Also, oh my goodness, Maury, hello! Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How's it going? Thank you. Butter raid, hand over my offerings. You can have all of my butter. You have all of it. Pokopia raid! I hope the Pokopia has been going well for you. Welcome in. Oh god, I wish I could play it. I wish I had a Switch too, but alas. Maybe next year. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome in. To anyone who's new here, hello. I'm Lirie. I'm a pink-haired cat girl. I'm a cat girl. Oh my god, I can't speak anymore. I'm a pink-haired cat girl from the UK, and I love comfy games and puzzle games. And this is a great puzzle game. It's not comfy. Most of these people are dead, but don't worry about it. They are bad people. They're awful people. It is... I was gonna say it's okay for them to be murdered horribly. Maybe not quite. It's okay. No, my brain is huge. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm figuring out what's going on here. I just need to stereotype these people by their clothes to figure out who's who. It's easy. I feel like you're gonna be Cox. I feel like you're gonna be Preston Cox. He looks like a Preston to me. I could be wrong. He just feels like a Preston to me. Let's see if this is right. No, it's not. I bet these are the opposite way around then. Yeah, these are the opposite way around then. There we go. Yeah, I got them the wrong way around. Well, they're like basically the same, just one is blonde and the other has no hair. The Yakuza crave violence, they're tired of comfy. Oh, well, I've got both here. It's the comfy and the murders. There's something for everyone. But thank you so much for the raid. If you have to head off and look after yourself, I fully understand. If you gotta go get some food and drink or like look after yourself. But if you want to stick around, I just gotta figure out who these people are. Which I'm doing. Slowly but surely. Who have we got left? We've got... the lawyer. Oh, the lawyer's gonna be the expensive suit, isn't it? Yeah, this is gonna be Gideon Horton because he's wearing a really expensive suit, so he's a lawyer. Gideon Horton, yep. So then it's the last two, so it's Augustus Whitney, who's working with the police, and not that one. Okay, I've got those, I've got Hadley Badman. Augustus Whitney and Jacob Byrne. Okay. No, Jacob Byrne's the one I did. And who's this? What am I missing? Oh, there's only one guy left. What am I on about? It's literally the last person left. So you're going to be Augustus Whitney. I didn't realize there was only one person left. I thought there was two, so I was going through like... Why do I not find anyone else? There we go, we got all the people. Perfect. Just need to not look at the stream. That is completely fine and very understandable, and we definitely should. Definitely, definitely. But thank you so much for the raid again, and thank you for the lurk. And if anyone decides to stick around, I think I'm nearly done with the game, maybe. This feels quite endgamey, considering, like, everyone's dead. Just a little bit. Right, here we go. Secret services, espionage, entertainment, big business. The Pyramid of Power. So this is going to be all the people. Old politics is going to be Augustus Whitney. New politics is Preston Cox. Medicine is Jacob Byrne. I've forgotten everyone's name immediately. Media is Luke Hayes. I don't know the alphabet. It's fine. Law is Gideon Horton. Police is Hadley Badman. I could never forget that name. Badman is the one name I will never forget in this, because the first time I saw it, I was extremely amused. And Secret Services, Espionage, Entertainment, and Big Business. Yeah, it's the big guy in charge. There he is. The Pyramid of Power is correct. We got everything. Now we just gotta reconstruct it. Didn't realize they were alphabetical until the disco level. I realized pretty early on, but I'm still just like, every time I look through the list, I suddenly forget the alphabet. Right, Clarice Lehman orchestrated a mass murder. Mass poisoning. By placing a champagne... Oh no, a toxic plant. Placing a toxic plant into the champagne used for the toast at the meeting. Yes, she did. Naming your child Badman is just asking for them to grow up to do this. Well, Badman's the surname. That's the funniest part. His surname is Badman, and he became the chief of police. The chief of police is called Badman, and he's also a crooked cop who has been covering up loads of murders and, like, importing drugs and stuff. It's so funny. It is so, so funny to me. Like, in a horrible way. Like, it's horrendous, but... but, like, of course your name is Badman. Of course it is. All attendees, except for Dominic Fraser, were killed. He was spared, as he drank only water due to his dodgy heart. Oh, heart condition. Yeah, heart condition. That makes more sense. Insert sole bad guy from Guilty Gear. Exactly. It's such an interesting surname. It's very funny. Whole lineage just doomed. I mean, he was doing well for himself until he got murdered. Like, things were actually going well. The killer wanted to destroy the Empire. Destroy the... Oh! No, maybe not destroy. Killer wanted to something the something. Avenge the murder. Oh, avenge the betrayal. No, avenge the death of Bradley. Bradley Fraser, who had been killed on the orders of Dominic Fraser. Who had been killed by, what was his name? Pedro? Who had been killed by Pedro Diaz on the orders of Dominic Fraser. The killer learned this information? Information through the letters sent by Kenneth Cleveland. And I think this is right. Yes, it is. There we go. And she did it too. It worked. Nobody suspected her. What's the worst you can do, right? Kill everyone around you? The empire built on lies finally collapsed when Clarice learned the truth. Used as a test subject for years, was not what broke her. It was discovering that Dominic had their son killed. That was the moment revenge became certainty. Dominic was spared, not out of mercy, but to watch his life burn. That's like even worse when you think about it. It's like, no, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to kill everyone around you and make you watch as everything you've built crumbles to the ground. That's a pretty good revenge. The fall, complete mansion end. Aftermath. Ooh. Katie Keller suffered a nervous breakdown and retired from the stage. I don't blame her, honestly. A year later, she wrote a memoir about her days in the theatre, which earned her a lot of money in royalties. The book was adapted for the cinema, but Keller refused to appear in it. I'm so sorry for suspecting you early on. It's literally because your name had a K. I feel so bad now. She married the painter Carl Carlson. Oh, the painter! Oh, wow, okay. Martha Hart never recovered from the death of her husband, Troy. A few months later, she moved to Europe, where she had a brief career as a model, then as a dance instructor. She never remarried. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, Martha deserved so much better. So many of them did, honestly. Penelope Marshall divorced her husband, Henry, fed up with his alcoholism. She enjoyed great success in 1984 thanks to the TV series LA Angel and had a decent television career. After his divorce from Penelope, Henry Marshall relapsed into alcoholism. After years in rehab, he finally managed to get back on his feet. Oh, good for him! Penelope and Henry met again on the set of LA Angel, where Henry played an alcoholic killer. They remarried the following year. Oh, they made it! They made up with each other. Wait, that's actually really sweet. Henry now appears in beer commercials. That's really sweet that it's like they did divorce, they broke up, but he managed to like get over his problems. He managed to like deal with it and become a better person, and they got together again. I love that. After being investigated for his connections to the Fraser family, Jeffrey Steinwitz surprisingly managed to come out clean, but all the trials and tribulations had a profound impact on him. He retired to private life with his wife Nadine and has not appeared in the newspapers since. When asked about his retirement, his last statement to the press was, "I'm too rich for this shit." Having been found instrumental in several murders, Kenneth Cleveland was sent to a maximum security prison while awaiting trial. During his stay in solitary confinement, he was found dead. An apparent suicide. Oh, he wouldn't have. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have. The detective who had led the investigation into the Fraser case tried to launch an inquiry into the matter, but all doors were closed to him. Oh no. After inheriting all the money from her uncle Preston Cox, who died of poisoning, Evelyn Cox retired to the family farm. Here she lived with her mother and brother, happy to see the family finally reunited. Oh, I'm so happy for her! I'm glad things worked out. Those jobs were not working for her. Frank Gaines tried to release his first album under the stage name Fab Frank. It was a total flop. After a career marred by failures, he gave up at music and accepted a job at Cox Farm at the invitation of his former colleague Evelyn Cox. They married 2 years later. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Good for them. After the events at his villa, Dominic Fraser's heart couldn't take it. Fraser died of a heart attack while being transported by ambulance to the hospital. The doctors could do nothing. He left no heirs. After the incident in April 1979, the Ad Astra centers were purchased by an unknown individual and closed. Apparently, they will reopen soon with a new name and a major marketing campaign. Should I be worried? Is that a good thing? I'm not sure what to think about that. The end. Finish the game. Oh, I did it! Credits. Oh, that was so fun. I did it. Case closed. I did it. Yippee! Quit. Oh, okay. Oh, I can go back to the level select now, apparently. Yay! That was really cool. That was... I'm glad there was, like, an epilogue there. Nice. Right, quit. Oh, and then I forgot that just closes the game entirely. Oh no, did I get... I'm still missing 3 achievements, apparently. Oh, well, one of them's to finish a case without collecting all clues. I don't need to do that. And a hidden one and write 5 notes in the notebook. Oh, it's fine. I'll just do that, like, off stream sometime. It is nearly 1 a.m. Oh, no, I guess I can open it now. I'm going to reopen it. Hold on. Let's get the last 3 achievements. I want an achievement hunt. Right, if I click continue... Alright, select level. So I'm guessing I can just go to any level here. Which one was the fastest to do? I guess the disco one. Let's go back to the disco case. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to write 5 notes in my notebook. Hi. Hello. What's up? Notes. 5. There! Paperback writer, write 5 notes in the notebook. Perfect. I did it! Yippee! Alright, what's the other one? Complete a case without getting all the clues. I think it's too late for me to do that. But, well, it's not counting me as having any of the clues. So if I can just, like, pick up a single one, like a name. If I can just get someone's name, then I might be able to scam my way through this one. Right, a name. There we go. Mike. And what I'll do is I'll just find Mike here. Oh, I can't, like, refill it in. Never mind. It won't let me, like, complete it. Because I can't change any of these because they're already locked in. Okay. So I guess I'd have to, like, start a new save file entirely for that. I don't know how to do that. If I click quit, it just closes the game entirely, and when I go on the game, it only has continue as an option. That is interesting. That's very interesting. I may have to let the devs know about that. Right, what's the other achievement? I'm just gonna see what this hidden achievement is. I'm just gonna, like, unhide it. What is it? Turn on and off the light in the car 5 times? Okay, whatever. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. Why do devs make achievements like that? It's so sad. Like, there's no way I would go through and be like, oh, you know what? I haven't completed this level. I'm gonna go on to the next one. Like, I'm a completionist. And that has apparently locked me out of an achievement. It's so sad. Right. Where's the light? Light my fire. Turn on and off the light in the car 5 times. Incredible. Amazing. Yep, and I can't change any of these because they're already locked in. Phenomenal. And I can't change those either. Okay. Why do devs make achievements like this? Please think of the completionists. Yeah, I'd probably have to remove the save data from, like, app data and stuff. And make sure, like, the Steam cloud stuff is off. That's fine. That's something I can do at another time. Let's close it for now, and with that I shall bloop. I will head on over to here and we can find someone to send a raid on to. Yeah! Yeah, I don't think there was anything in the settings to do it because I only saw like the volume controls. Unless like the third option was something that I just wasn't paying attention to. But yay, thank you for joining me. Let's send a raid off. Let's see who is online. There's a lot of people online. Hee hee. Where shall we go? Let's go to... I don't know. I don't know who to raid. Let's raid Delphi. Let's raid Delphi. Delphi's playing Okami at the moment. I love Okami. It's a game I have never played, but I love watching other people play it. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad I still got to stream today. I was wondering whether to or not, whether it'd be a good idea, but I'm glad I did. It was a good idea because I got to finish the game. Yeah, and then Lingo soon. I think my next game is going to be Lingo. We will see if it'll be next week or the week after, depending on like how things go. But I'm excited. I'm excited. One game ends, another begins. But yes, I will send you over to the lovely Delphinium, who is playing Okami at the moment. And here is the raid message. Here we go. If you're subbed, we will use the noted emote because, as you saw, I made so many notes in that game. The whole 5 notes I made. Thank you for the clip too. Amazing, thank you. And if you're not subbed, we will send hearts because always sending hearts. And let's get that raid set up. So I can go to bed. There we go. Here is the raid setup. But yes, thank you so much everyone for joining me. It's been really fun. I'm glad I got to finish the game. Really interesting game. I am so glad. Thank you so much to the publishers for giving me a copy of that game. I got it for free. And I'm so thankful. It was so worth it. I love when I get like free keys for games that I actually want to play. Because I've gotten so many game keys, but a lot of them are like, hey, do you want this precision platformer? And I'm just here crying on the inside. But yes, we will go to the lovely Delphi for some Okami time. And I will see you all next week. Well, technically this week. You know what I mean. Thank you so much everyone for joining me today. And until next time, bye-bye.